So, welcome back to Warforged Dream of Left Sheep. I'm Darren, the Dungeon Master, and these lovely people are...
My name's Amy, I play Isidore.
My name's Ian, and I play Risbeth Sophia.
My name is Esme, and I play Neil. Also, Jennifer Lawrence stopped talking to Darren Aronofsky because he wouldn't shut up talking about the movie Mother that she starred in, and that is the best thing I've heard today.
I mean, like,
I didn't know they were dating.
No, neither
did I. Like, every movie he's made is just a retelling of the fucking Bible. It's like, we get it, Darren. You're a fan of the big lad upstairs. We get it. Yeah, no, Mother was an experience, but that is neither here.
Also,
nor
I'm Laura, and
now.
I play Coda.
Oh god, I thought Laura. You
Can't believe you talked over Laura.
Can't believe you talked over the DM, Neil. Jesus, what are you like? What are you like? Anyway, moving on. When we
I
last
just
left
got more
our house-
impressive things to say.
No. That is not the case ever. When we last left our heroes, we
Something robot-y happened, no doubt.
No, actually. We met with the Resistance, had a chat, agreed to do an old ride along on their little breaking and entering and possibly blowing something up. Who knows? But yeah, people went back to Rose to wait till the appropriate time, kind of spread off, did a few things themselves. And we're going to say that you guys have now reconvened at the appropriate time. It's a case of like Risbeth appears first, sits on the couch, like, I wonder when the others will be here. And as he thinks that, like Coda comes through the portal, and then Izzy's there, and then Esme's there, and everyone's pretty much like a couple of minutes like apart, that sort of thing. But you're all there, you're all in Rose's sitting room, and you know that you guys will have to meet Bulkhead Bill at the designated meeting spot near the warehouse to proceed with the mission. So that's the scene, that's where you are. What do we do?
So it's past curfew now.
Yes.
Okay. So I say we just sack up and get moving.
Wait, where did you all go?
I went to my room. And I bought some stuff.
Oh, I thought Darren said everyone came out of the portal.
No, I came out of the portal.
So did I, but I thought Amy did as well. I was like, where the fuck did Amy go?
Well, what were you guys doing?
Kay put his hand inside me and it went away.
Oh, the thing on your back!
Yeah, now it's just less...
Well, what does he do?
He used his magic hands. Like, I wish I could tell you that it wasn't that, but decorum dictates that I say he used his magic hands and things were less sad.
Good.
Well, that's a good thing. Yes, that's very, very, very good. I'm glad.
What did you do?
I went to investigate something that's been bothering me in Alexander's house.
Was it the big pile of, like, helmets that are at the back of his house that got me covered in a giant black hole?
No, I haven't looked into that at all yet. I was investigating a large hole in the wine cellar.
Why is there a hole in the wine
Well,
cellar?
that's what I was trying to figure out, yeah. So I laid some traps because I thought it might be an animal or something. I went a little further into it was a sort of tunnel, and there's a sort of liquid seeping out of the tunnel, which is highly explosive.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be fine. We just need to clear it out when we have a chance. But for now, it's.
Did you bring some?
I used it all up. The small amount I took, experimenting with it, trying to see what it could be used for potentially. But I mean,
You know that we have to go and blow stuff up.
Yes, I
Why
know,
didn't
but
you just...
I used it. I mean, we could go back and get some, but we might be late.
I mean, had you just brought it the first place, we wouldn't be late.
Well, I didn't
But
know it was
guess-
explosive.
Yeah, Coda, bring everyone to the weirdly pulsing at random.
Yeah, that seemed
almost
like it was
arbitrary
screaming. Yeah. That weird screamy tunnel. Yeah.
Why is it screaming? What? Icarus, are you sure you weren't imagining this?
No, it's definitely real. I'll show you
I
next time.
mean, we've thought a lot of things are real before, and I feel like this might be one of those times where it's not real.
Wait, really, Darren?
Yeah, both downtimes happen simultaneously.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh no, it's chance.
I mean,
In any case, in my notes I have Kay made the thing on Esme's back go away, and Coda checked out Alex's screaming tunnel.
oh my god, Amy!
Hey, check out a screaming tunnel and got some weird ooze. You know?
I mean, first of all, gross. Second of all, no.
There was some experimenting happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Coda's actually using even more like suggestive language. He just doesn't pick up on at all. Like he's making it sound way more sexual than it needs to be.
Coda is the original guy of that's what he said. Coda's he.
Oh my god!
I am the prodigal he. Yeah. So like I'm trying to think if we should like out of character if we should get that stuff. I don't think we'd have time. Like it would be great and I would love to, but I just don't think we'd be able to get it.
I confirm you do not have time.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
if you wanted to be on time, you do not have time.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I don't want to be late to the revolution.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll prepare some for next time. We do need to clear out that tunnel though before Alexander's house explodes, but we have time for that.
No.
Look, it'll go on the list.
Yeah, yes, exactly, yes.
It's low priority. Let it burn.
I don't quite agree with that one, but alright. We can discuss this at another point.
No. Shh.
So what this calls
God.
for is large hats.
Well, I don't know about you, but my mask, the one we got, that can disguise me, but I don't know if the rest of you can also be disguised.
I can do it. For everyone, I mean.
Ooh.
Thank you.
So, before we go out, I will cast... Well, what do we want to look like?
It could be
A
handguards.
big hulking man.
Well, after curfew, really the only people who would be out on the streets would be Hand, right?
But we also don't want to approach Bill looking like Hand members. Or do we, actually?
Fair.
Would that make it to get in, I wonder?
We might be attacked. Well, I don't know. We could always
What about seekers?
wear the
Let's
disguise.
be seekers.
I think they'll
Do
call
seekers
that.
walk around in groups of 4?
As long as we don't look like ourselves, I think we'll be okay.
Well, any normal civilian
Oh,
out on the streets after
ooh.
curfew will be suspicious.
Well, we're
What?
sneaking.
Hey, Isadora.
Mm.
Remember, you were with me in that church, weren't you?
Yes.
What if you make us all kind of look like that guy, and then the worst thing that could happen is him and all of his friends get attacked by the law and probably blown up.
Making us look like clerics might actually be a bad idea because maybe
oh, well,
we'll
the dead
ward off
guy
like
either. Yeah, we could be the dead man either.
You meant Richmond?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, 4 Idris Elba walking around.
One much smaller than the others.
Idris Elba.
Elbows. What if? But what if we do look vaguely like the healing clerics that have been going around? Like it won't deter like a seeker or like an ICM unit, but regular hand guard might be less willing to approach people who have been near who are diseased.
I like it. I think that's a good idea.
So yeah, before we head out, I will cast seeming, so we look like we look like essentially plague doctors.
Do we have
Like
the cool,
we've
funky,
seen.
like bird masks?
I live.
Yeah, like we'll look like the ones that have been going around, essentially.
Sick.
And maybe it'll just like obviously we're not just like walking out into the street. We're still going to be sneaking, but it's a bit of a cover.
Guys, do you think we're walking into a trap?
I mean, we kind of.
We kind of
Oh,
always
really?
are. Is that what you're going to say? Because I agree.
Yes. But also, we kind of already did when Carla like fucking drugged us at the wenches and wrenches or whatever.
We have such complex friendships with people.
I better see her at some point. I actually want to talk to her. Anyway,
I just want to meet her husband. I don't care about all of that.
I'm sure once we've proven ourselves, we can speak more freely with them.
Okay.
I mean, walking around, making friends in high places, just trying to get everyone all connected up. It's not proving ourselves, I guess. Let's go into the streets.
Okay.
Once about time we had a real tangible victory.
I'm going to ignore you forever.
Yeah, you absolutely jinxed us. Anyway, let's go.
I'm sorry.
Darren, which X was it? The red one or the purple
It is
one?
the cycle.
The cycle.
Oh, okay. And then where's hers again?
Near here.
Oh, grand. Okay.
So pretty close.
As we're leaving,
What's the
Esme
purple
says,
X?
Apologies. No, the circle was where you guys came out near the edge of the slums. No, was it? No, it wasn't.
No, we came out in the
Because we
slums.
came out in the
No.
slums.
Yeah, no. The circle is the no. Hold on one second. Yeah. The circle is. Look, I need to start naming my X's better. In my notebook, but yes, that circle is the location.
Sorry, Neil, what were you saying?
as we're leaving, Esme just says, "Hey, Rose, going out to do some espionage. If we don't return, avenge our deaths."
Yeah, the house creaks.
Cool.
So are we rolling stealth?
Are you sneaking?
Yep.
Yeah. Are there
I'll leave
alleys
my
and stuff
plate armor
around?
here.
I gave everyone bardic inspiration.
Oh, nice. You're leaving your
What did you
armor
say?
in?
Sorry, Ian.
Should I leave my plate armor here?
Well, that could be a fight.
You have both, don't you?
Yeah, I've breastplate and plate.
Well, I don't suppose this is going to go smoothly. It never does, so we will probably end up in a fight.
Well, Risbeth, what do you be more comfortable doing?
Going in my plate.
And going to play?
Going in plate.
You got bardic inspiration.
True.
That's a D8.
Yes.
Does that ever increase at higher
Yeah,
levels?
it goes
or
up
is
to
always
D10 at some
It does.
point.
No, it goes up.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't remember when, but it does.
I think around like 10 or 11, maybe. I don't know.
Sure, give me them rolls, friendos.
Thanks for the D8.
You're welcome.
I love that even with your, like, rolling a 3, you're still joined for second.
Right, so, as you guys prowl through the city streets, they're now silent, dead. You hear pretty much nothing. You hear the mechanical, like, turning of the towers going down, like, empty streets and cobbles. You hear, like, silent forges, like, kind of ringing in the distance of, like, shops and such that have closed their doors for the public, and, like, the people inside are just working away on whatever projects due tomorrow.
Do we see a lot of those, big tall boys patrolling? The real big tall boys?
No, they actually have been oddly absent since you first saw them. They have not been around.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys again, like, you use the, like, alien yet familiar passageways through the city to navigate a bit better, like, dodging, like, eventually you guys are quiet. Rizit makes a bit of noise with, like, that roll, but it's a case of, like, you guys use the hidden, perhaps quotation marks kind of thing, side alleys to kind of, like, navigate the city a bit. Yes.
Do we pass, just out of curiosity, do we pass through that alleyway where we know the Warforged disappeared? Where we saw the Seeker camping out?
That in my head, it's always been to the left, and you guys are going to the right.
Okay,
So
okay.
you would have taken a different alley, so to speak. But it's it's within view, but, like, you can always check on the way back. But you take your time. You get there, like, you eventually get there, but, like, it's a clear night. the only sounds are like the hums of like nightlife in the city of people. Like you can hear not boarded up windows. Where it's like those wooden like wooden shutters. There we go. That's the word. Wooden shutters on the doors. You can hear people laughing behind them, kind of thing, and you can see like bits of like soft, hazy light cutting through the wood and stuff. It's all kind of quiet and nice and almost dreamlike. But you eventually, after some time of prowling quietly, arrive at the area that you know to be the meeting point, and you see a familiar, chunky, stocky Warforged with the farmer's cap kind of thing going on, Peaky Blinders sort of style. Warforged. When he sees you around the corner, he's kind of like you see both his hands kind of fly over, like the fuck. What's going on? Who are you?
I'm going to tell him that it's us in binary.
No, he just like kind of nods. And he's like, oh, he's a clever girl. Okay, cool. He's like, right, and like he gestures to like it's actually like a fire escape style thing up the side of one of the buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys climb up onto the roof, and when you like essentially reach the top, you notice that there's like crouched down, hidden behind like chimneys, and just keeping low in like the shadows cast by like the weird shapes of the buildings and rooftops is like seems to be kind of like almost like a squadron of Warforged, all in like a variety of armor and like in different conditions kind of thing, but they all clearly like look like they're ready for action. And Bill is like, right, we'll scout out the area first and then wait for signal. Okay.
Okay. Where's the signal?
Did you say what's the signal?
Yeah.
Bright light in the sky. Don't worry, you won't be able to miss it.
Okay.
Won't that draw more patrols?
The idea is that there's a distraction. They're looking over there while we swoop in here.
Hey,
And
did everyone make it out okay earlier?
He's like, yeah, people got injured pushing, not playing it safe, but nothing we can't fix.
Okay.
I'm assuming you all did as you were all standing before me, running any little distance or anything, or
No, one of the queen's like head guards.
well, that's unsettling.
Yeah.
This bit, you look like you have something to say.
Do you?
Sorry, character.
Oh.
So I got this app the other week called Fight Club 5th Edition, and you can import like all the player handbooks and all the add-ons and all that type of stuff into it. Turns out I do have dark vision.
Oh my god!
What? Oh!
Are you using is it the Volos goblins you're using now?
Congratulations!
No, it's not the Wells Guide one. It's still the Plane Shift Zanakar one. But yeah,
But it does have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Wow.
The amount of
Hooray!
times that we've needed to light a torch for it.
I mean, I like even when my characters have dark vision, I like lighting torches. Torches are aesthetic. I won't lie.
Oh yeah.
I like to imagine Rizmith's just acquired this ability out of nowhere. She's like, guys, I can suddenly see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Congrats, Riz, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
So yes, a Bulkhead Bill kind of crouches down and kind of watches and like gestures forward along the rooftops, and he's like, like step quietly. You don't want to fall through the roof. And he kind of looks at the other Warforged like, that's not like an appropriate joke, man. We weigh a lot. But one of the Warforged stands up and he's like, right now, you hear? And brings over how many guys is there? Four. Like 4 large crates and starts stacking them in front of you. He's like, y'all gonna carry one of these here boom boxes.
Okay, what do they do? What do we do with them?
Y'all carry them, and we find the payload. You connect them, they sync together pretty easy. It's, child's play. And you see this here doohickey, and he points at like kind of like a weird chemical, like a load of vials like mixed together. Like you push that down, and the mixture will begin to like swirl about, and then you got about I don't know, like maybe 5 minutes before it goes. Now this thing will level a building, so step fast. But yeah, y'all gotta carry one so you don't get hit. Any finger guns. This Warforged, like, bits of him look like they have literally been blown off in the back. He's really like, rough around the edges. Like, plating is like peeled back. His cloth on his armor, and even like bits of the leather and stuff look heavily singed from like clearly like constant fire damage. He's like, hitting these boxes, and they've got like little straps, so they kind of like would strap around to your hip or on your back if you could, like, if you wanted to, that sort of thing.
Okay.
He's great, Darren. Out of character. I love him.
Thanks. It is definitely worth noting, though, that none of them are carrying the high volatile explosives.
I mean, we're the ones proving ourselves. It's fine.
Laura,
How much do these things weigh?
I gotta ask you to stop being an apologist for their negative behavior immediately.
How much do these things
they're
weigh,
the good
Darren?
guys.
I mean, they are, Neil.
I mean, they're endangering my life right now.
You endanger everyone's life. Alright, you had a question or statement.
I said how much these things weigh. Like, can we easily lift them, or are they real heavy?
No, they're fine. If you had to like straight up maybe like climb down a roof or like climb like a cliff face, you'd probably have disadvantage because they're just awkward. It's like this bit, like it's a literal cube of explosives, that kind of thing. So do you essentially, after like this individual like explained in great detail how they all sync together to make one big cube of explosives, he kind of steps back and just kind of like nods at Bill as if like, well, that's my shtick. And Bill kind of steps forward and he's like, which one of you has got the best eyes? Or two of you, more the merrier.
I mean, I'm pretty
Alright,
good.
I'm okay, I suppose.
I think it's those two.
Like, all right, well, the rest of you stay back. Don't want to endanger anyone getting spotted. Bill kind of like crouches down and kind of like follow me, like gestures with his hand. You guys essentially are brought to the edge of like the shadowy part of this roof. You can step out into the light to get a much better point of view, but you would 100% have to be like sneaking, and like you run the risk of getting caught at the minute you're in total darkness, that kind of thing. But yeah, before you is like the others can see the top of the warehouse and stuff as well. It's not like you guys are the only, but you guys can see like over the walls essentially. But before is a large warehouse area. There seems to be quite a high wall, a 10-foot high wall around it completely. It looks like the type of bricks that like you could like not easily climb. You could definitely get your feet in there if you wanted to just straight up climb over the wall and hop the side, that sort of thing. But he's like, right, you guys use your good eyes and get a look of what's walking around and what's what and how we get in and such.
Yeah, I guess we just roll perception, right?
Yeah, perception. Essentially, if you guys,
yes!
Nice, well done. Actually, if you guys step into the light, I can't see Coda doing that now with that roll. Into the light, you might get perception with advantage.
I'll step into the light.
Excellent. Give me a perception roll with advantage. Ooh, that's a good number. Can I have a dex save, please?
Is this against a ranged attack?
Nope.
Just jumping out of the way before you're seen by a patrol, probably.
What if I want them to see me, Laura?
Yeah, Esme, you dive back in after you have a proper like my elf I see kind of moment, but it's one of those things where like as Esme's like, whoa, almost like a god. Like a bit of rubble falls down, and it's like 100% we get a shot of like one of the security guards. Like, here's the rubble, and they're like, kind of like they're looking around now. They're not not a stationary sentry. But yeah, with the two of you, by your powers combined, you can see that like the walls are 100% scalable. Even if you had like a grappling hook, perhaps a rope to just, it's kind of that rough surface that like if you hooked something over the side and ripped it down, like pulled it, like is it pulled it taut? Is that the but pulled it tight essentially. You would 100% be able to use like a grappling hook and a rope to like pull yourself over. You'd imagine that like in terms of game mechanics, if you went to just straight up climb with these things on your back, you'd probably have a rough time. But if you were using ropes and hooks and such, you might be able to negate the disadvantage, that kind of thing. There are two large gates on the left side and the right side. There is a kind of they're wide open gates. The dirt road and the cobbles look worn around them. Well, not the dirt road, but there's dirt on there, that kind of thing. They look well traveled. Like you see wagon wheels. Like clearly a lot of coming and going from wagons and like clearly large horse-drawn land vehicles in quotations kind of thing. There seems to be a lot of this place seems to be used a lot. Like the ground is really worn down. There's several sentries walking around. I'll tell you now, because of that crit, you definitely get a high number. Yeah, essentially, you guys know that on the west, several sentries. Sentries. On the left, there are two guards. They kind of look like the Thought Police, but just kind of a slightly snappier uniform. It's like, I'm a security officer, that kind of thing. There's two individuals near the large gate on the left. There is one individual on the large gate near the right. He seems really laid back, kind of chill. Well, they seem really chill, laid back, smoking a pipe kind of thing from underneath their little weird mask. And there is a sentry on the north and south edge of the area, kind of like patrolling left and right, like going to one end, walking that kind of back and forth.
The place where you said that we could get up easily with hooks and ropes, would kind of shooting a hook and climbing up there require us going into the line of sight of any of these dudes?
It's
like, does it look like they could see us from where they are if we climbed up there?
It's a case of you'd have to time it right.
Yeah.
In the sense that, like, when the guard is on the furthest right side of the wall, like after their patrol, you'd have to shoot it on the left kind of thing and like hop over. Like you can see crates and stuff on the other side piled around, so you might be able to like hop the wall and jump down and hunker down, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a case of like you're looking at it, like the stonework. It's all very nice. There's like a massive banner that like displays the hands like icon, and like it looks really, really fancy. Where it's like, oh yeah, you can understand why there's so many guards. This place looks legit. Like it looks like a generic, like evil bad guy based storage area 1, that kind of thing.
I'm kind of gonna say to Esme, like, you probably have the best chance at not being seen. So, do you want to take the hook and see if you can get the rope up there?
They always call me a top class hooker, and she takes.
I guess I'll like while she's kind of getting ready, I'll just like tell the others what we've just seen, and maybe if they want to be ready to like go, I don't know. So I'll let them know what we're doing before we do anything.
Yeah, essentially, when you like find this stuff and are like, okay, I'll read it to the others. Like Bill is kind of like, let's return to the others, and it's a case of you're all together now. But Esme, are you going straight there? So are you going to take the hook and stuff off Coda and then like kind of like, oh,
should wait for the signal?
Yes, we should.
Is that a case of like that's what Izzy saying? It's like before we do anything, we should definitely wait, right?
That's what I'm suggesting. That's what Isidore is suggesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Like Bill kind of like nods and he's like, no, yeah, it's all good with the plan. We need that distraction. And everyone kind of hunkers down, and it's kind of like real anxious, and like the Warforged are looking left and right and stuff, and like 5 minutes pass. Like you see the sky is particularly clear tonight. The sky is dotted with stars, as if they're all watching your little power play. 10 minutes go by, and you hear one of the Warforged, like in binary to their friend to the left. Izzy, you like know their friend. She's like, what's taking long? Did something go wrong? And the other one's like, no, man, it's just you know how the Firebirds work. They take their time. They're thorough. Just wait. And Bill kind of looks at the two of them as if like, stop fucking talking. We're gonna get caught.
Isadora, what are they whispering about?
They're wondering what's taking so long.
That's a good question. What is taking so long?
They say we just have to be patient. The Firebird team takes their time soon.
An additional 5 minutes goes by, and you see something like off. You guys are kind of here, and kind of down around this few streets. You see this little light go. It looks almost like a flare, just like this tiny little orange light in the dark, just flying all the way up, and it pops as if a flare. And you can see like the stencil of like what looks like kind of just a bird. It's out proud, it's like kind of phoenix looking. And Bill's like, "Okay, here we go. I'd hold on to something."
Yeah. Is Darren?
Yep.
Is Esme having like Kill Bill noises, flashback kind of moment with the fiery bird in the sky? I feel like something bad's about to happen. Is this relevant to the current situation?
Which one? The prophecy that like burning birds fall from the sky?
Yes.
Wait, when was
Yes,
that?
is
When was
relevant?
that? When
What?
was
Shut
that?
up, Laura! I'm asking a question.
Hey Neil,
Not
look,
relevant to our-
I'm not going to tell you what your character. You can come to your own conclusion.
Esme turns to the party. It's like, I think all of my friends are about to be dead, and then she runs off with the hook.
What? Wait, what is she doing?
Sorry,
No,
I'm
she's gone.
hooking.
She's gone.
Esme, can I have a con save? Oh no, a dex save.
If I have to fight X, I'm going to hook her so bad.
Sorry, just out of character. Is this me forgetting, or have we not been told this prophecy thing? Is
This is
Esme's
no,
thing?
that was 100% something that was said to Esme.
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
okay,
definitely
okay.
no.
Was this not a thing? I
No,
thought
that
everyone
was just
did.
you. No, you know plenty of things that you don't share with the party.
You don't tell us nothing.
Nobody
I tell you the important
really
things,
don't.
like what we need to do, so because I'm in charge.
Hey guys, hey, your boy the DM here. We can at Esme later. Esme, you managed to brace the chimney to your left and not plummet to your death. Congratulations. The flaming bird, like caw, or whatever sort of phoenixy roar a phoenix would have, not a crow's caw, but you know what I mean. Anyway, it sings, and the ground trembles, the ground quakes, and an entire street. It's like you just see like just the bang. It's just like boom, 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 and you just see these gigantic pillars of fire just go straight up as like what looks like an entire street block has just been blown to shit. Like these pillars of flame and debris are going everywhere. And Bill's like, "Well, that's our distraction. Time to go."
Okay.
What just exploded? Can I ask? Or are we too busy? Never mind.
No. It's a case of
No, that was kind of just.
Yeah, no. He's just like, "Oh, just a random hand-centered district. Don't worry, no one was in the buildings. The reason why we are attacking now is because we spent the majority of the day breaking into their houses, beating the shit and tying them up. And they're not. Don't worry. It was a few of the sympathizers. Okay, they might have got punched or a few broken noses, breaking ribs. But no, don't worry. It's empty houses, but it's pure secret spectacle. They're a couple of blocks down, tied up. The handle get them soon.
Well,
Let's go. Yeah,
time to break and enter, I suppose. not gonna just gonna compartmentalize that, put that in a nice little box, took it away. Okay.
Yeah, Izzy, as you're like kind of going with the others over to like Esme, who I'll get to roll now in 2 seconds. Like the other Warforged, like it's like ecstatic, but kind of like holy shit! It's like the Firebirds are really good at what they do. It's like, well, they wouldn't call them that if they weren't, you dumbass. And he's like, I know, I'm just saying. And he's like, oh god. But yeah, Esme, how are you gonna do this? Are you just like throwing are you straight up like trying to throw a grappling hook over there and then gonna tie it and like shimmy across? Is that what you're doing? What's Esme doing?
How far away is this?
I'm gonna say it's like directly to the large roof across like the warehouse roof is probably like 80 foot, but thankfully you have 100 feet of rope, so you could technically get with a well-aimed shot.
Let's try and make it. Let's cowboy swing this shit.
Did any of the guards around the warehouse or any of the sentries react to this sound?
Oh yeah, they're like, what the fuck? And like some of them are running off. Like there's like, oh
yeah, that's what I was gonna watch. Some of them.
Yeah, like it's a case of like a lot of them have left, but you can still see like a handful of guards, kind of like one near like each entrance kind of thing. They're like, this is awful, but if I leave my post, I will be shot. So I'm not gonna have that. And like you can hear like people's be like, what was that? Like screaming from buildings, and like even the buildings directly underneath you, you can hear people like rummaging and freaking out.
Okay.
Darren, could you say that they're distracted and we'd get advantage on stealth checks? Or
I'm gonna say if you act quick, you might.
Yeah.
cool, let's act quick.
So what do I need to do? Just a standard dex?
Well, yeah, no, it will be a dex roll because you are not proficient with grappling hooks and throwing, I believe.
I think it counts as a firearm, potentially.
Hold on. Wait, is this shooting the thing?
Well,
Okay.
if you're shooting it, you should just let Coda shoot it. Are you at the minute you have a rope, 100 feet of rope around your shoulder with a Coda's grappling hook thingy on the end.
I was kind of more suggesting that she would like be the first one to go across because she'd be the best one to secure it. But I guess if I'm better at shooting, then I'll
Hold
do
on,
the
I'm
thing.
gonna just roll my bardic inspiration and see what happens,
Yeah.
and then. Well, there's lucky 13 again.
You see it soar through the air like an elegant eagle, and it snags the side. You can't tell from here because of the darkness, because dark vision's only 60 feet, friend.
Hold on, bitch. I gotta check something very quick.
Oh boy. So, you guys come here often?
Actually, yeah, we've been in this district before doing the exact same thing. Nice.
Yeah.
After curfew,
That's
yeah.
an interesting thing, isn't it? It's happened once, it's happening again.
No, stop.
Okay, not fair enough to prove you wrong. I don't know where the information is. So, yep, I'm gonna just try and climb and hope for the best.
Well, like, wait, are you still on the same side as us? Like, are you still?
Goodbye, Coda.
Okay, bye.
Stop talking. Because we're gonna act, and acting is what matters right now. So, yeah, let's do it. I secure the rope and I will attempt to climb, Darren.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
You know I'm all about those acrobatics. Yurt!
Nice. Yeah, Esme starts climbing across, and as Esme's going, like Bill's like looks at some of the like smaller warforged, like user up. He says it in common, so like everyone's like kind of on the same page. And they've got like blades all holstered and stuff. Like they look like grand, but they straight up do that pirate thing where they put the knife in their mouth kind of thing and start shimmying upside down across. And they're going across pretty steadily. Like they seem to be taking their time because they're well aware of the fact that warforged typically are kind of like just heavier. But Bill looks at the others and he's like, when we get across, you guys concentrate on setting that device into mode, and we'll worry about like any backup that shows up. We'll keep the heat off you guys. Is that cool?
Is there any particular strategic location you want us to place this thing? Anywhere that would do the
Right
most damage?
right beside whatever the hell they've brought in.
Right.
I can only imagine if it's. I don't know what it looks like. I can only imagine if it's for that goddamn contraption, it would be 100% metallic and or glowing. Because if it's for that weird ray thing they're shooting, again, metallic and or probably shiny and or magical. So yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
As he says this and kind of like gestures to like Coda to be like, well, you're next kind of thing. You see lights shining down from the Iron Will on this like district that's been blown up basically. Like the Iron Will doesn't seem to be moving, but it's clearly using its advantage of being like an eye in the sky, actually, for like really, really bright lights coming down on top of it. And he's kind of like, okay, we need to go like now.
Yeah. Okay, so did I roll acrobatics? Is it?
Yep. Yep, Coda, you're good. Isadora, you're up.
12. Not great.
Izzy, you take your time. It's a case of like you're going, this slip, and you're like, oh boy. You're still going across. A sentry that's on the street, like over, like on the street side, not in the compound, kind of starts to like round. He's kind of, what is that noise I can hear? And like it's kind of like the strain of the rope, that kind of like. And as he's like, where the fuck? You see the final small Warforged. Well, not small Warforged. Essentially, they're just smaller than Bill. They're kind of like typical kind of wiry frame, kind of like steps up with like a deep lunge crouch kind of thing with a bow and arrow, and just like sends an arrow like through this guy's jugular, and he starts like coughing and collapses onto the ground, and he's like, well, now we really need to go, and like starts gesturing to like Risbit to kind of like, come on, Sonny.
I give the little guy a thumbs up.
Yeah, you just get a thumbs up from over the arrow kind of, or the bone quiver kind of thing. Bow and arrow, sorry.
It's acrobatics or athletics, right?
Before Ian before Riz moves, can I check to see if that road is like as secure as possible from this side, so that Ian doesn't plummet to his death?
Investigate.
That is an 11.
Esme, you can't come to any major conclusions. The only... Oh, sorry, I thought someone was knocking my door. A different door. The conclusion you'd kind of come to is like, I can't really tell, but equally a bunch of Warforged just climbed across. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's ruined. Maybe it hasn't. I'm unsure.
Since it's my device, could I have a check as well? Just like... Because I'm over here now, I actually know the device a bit better, but I'm able to...
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it's literally a hook and a rope.
How far is it?
What did I say? 70? 80 feet? 80 feet.
You can't misty step unless you're like halfway across.
I mean, if you want your action to be like climb 100% climb house and then misty step the rest, you can. But yes, I think misty steps 30 feet.
30 feet.
When I'm checking the rope, anything I can tell?
Yeah. Coda, you're like, it looks like it's going to be strained. Maybe if I like, brace it as well, I kind of hold on to it a bit, take up the slack.
Yeah,
that sort of
I
thing.
say that to like Esme and Izzy that like if we brace it, it might give him a better chance.
Yeah, essentially, it's a case of like there's only like you could try hammering in, but it's a case of like Coda comes to, like if you were to hammer in, it might be twice as hard to get out.
Yeah, we need to move fast, so yeah, I'm gonna just say we hold
that's
on
what
to
I mean.
it.
Yeah, cool.
Esme will stand poised over the hook, ready to turn into a werewolf and attempt to save Risbit's life if he holds on to the rope.
I'll just hold the rope with my noodle arms and hope that I don't drop it.
Yeah, I'll be ready to grab it if need be.
Okay, so just normal acrobatics then?
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics, friend, whichever you...
Oh, athletics. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man.
Well, how rude.
Catch the fever, Skidder!
Risbit, you get roughly halfway across. A little bit more.
I missed a step.
Creaks, like you. I always picture like the blink from Dishonored, where it's that little tiny cloud, and like in the direction that you're going, and you're like boom there. But yeah, no, you're beside everyone. Bill from like kind of like thumbs up as far as he can. In the case of like, okay, you're across, and like essentially the guy with the bow and arrow that like killed that one guard follows across and is like, right, Bill's gonna lead the other team as part of the distraction. We're gonna cover you guys. Let's rock.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll pull the grappling hook out of the ground and keep going.
Yeah. Right. Hold on.
Darren, I'm
Hello.
scared.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what I'm hoping for.
Hey,
I mean, it's kind of the default state
I'd
in
like
this
to
game.
leave. Guys, I'd like to leave the mission. Can I leave the mission?
No.
We can get rain. Rain instead. Rain's great. She's just
Right, guys. Essentially, like the wood floor is more just like the roof. These are like along this pier,
Ooh.
like looking out this direction. So the guard you can see directly is beneath you. It's kind of like looking around, kind of like anxious, of like, oh, that was a big explosion, and just like the iron will is like, oh.
Will we draw ourselves in, or do we have tokens?
Hey, you can. No, yeah, guys, you draw yourself.
Your fate.
Yeah. Making tokens for every map is just like, oh no, there's too many drop down menus. You guys just draw yourselves in.
Yeah, well, and
Okay.
I'm doing up the like battle map. It's like you can just do it yourselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. That's fair. That's fair.
I've never played with it. I really should, just to learn how it works.
It's cool. It's just to make it like your token and a custom art. Basically, you have to like
Yeah. It's
drag
pain.
it in. Only this player can use this token and
Right,
this fact, and then
yeah.
you can see their health. And it's just, I'm sure there's probably an automatic way to do it. I'm probably just going about it like arseways, but oh boy, I'll figure it out someday.
So, before we get into things,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast a spell at their level
Oh,
called Aid.
ooh,
I'm choosing Isadora, Esme, and Coda.
Okay.
Your hit point maximum and your current hit points are increased by 10 for the next 8 hours.
whoa,
Holy shit!
that's really good, man. Fuck,
Cool.
excellent, well
I
done,
need to
yeah.
get this app like 3 months ago.
That's fair. Anytime I've seen someone play a paladin, they always forget the spells because I think paladins are just so good at hitting shit that like it's like why cast a spell when you trigger like 3rd level smite and delete someone from existence. But that's
It's also
fucking
good because they don't like cantrips or anything either.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like level 2 onwards. Don't they get spells? They don't start with spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well.
I almost have a normal fighter's HP now.
That's a
We're
great
proud of
fun. Is that vengeance? Sorry, I know this is like tangenting. Is that vengeance paladin only? Do you know, Ian, or is it just at paladin ability?
Every paladin, I think,
Oh
Nice.
wow, that's
when they
fucking
get
rad.
access to 2nd level spells.
I think clerics can get it too, because I was looking at building a cleric, and it was one of the options that was there for me.
Oh, okay. I thought Aid. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
cool. Well done. Excellent. No. That's my fault. Excellent spell casting there, boy. Yes. So that happens. How do you proceed? Essentially, it's like, ooh, the warehouse is big. Thinking in feet is always fucking. I always feel like I'm gonna get it wrong.
Well, how many doors can we see from where we are? Like, or how many ways inside?
Straight down, like here.
Well, like, just from where we are, what can we see? Like, there's entries.
Essentially, from looking down, if you guys want to like skirt the edge, it will require a stealth check to keep it quiet. But at the minute, just looking down from this, like looking out, like southwards and down, you can see no entrances. It's just straight flat wall and a giant ass banner that's like "Hand of Yuria, we're not oppressive, we swear."
We swear, you guys. So this guy is just standing here.
Yeah, he's kind of like looking left and right. He's kind of patrolling slightly, kind of like he seems to be in one spot, kind of like, oh boy, that's a big explosion kind of thing. He seems to have stopped. He's kind of on edge. But if you want to like skirt the edge of the building to kind of have a look down and see and stuff, that would require a stealth roll.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll have a look around.
Wait, so does that mean if you guys say got damaged, that's a cool roll, Amy, I'll do that in a sec. Does that mean if you got damaged and then got healed to max health, it'll be the plus 10 one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
max
fucking
HP.
Really
That's
cool.
Such a cool spell.
that's a really good spell. Rock and roll. Well done, Ian. Okay, Emmy, which direction would you like to go? Left or right?
Left.
Alrighty. So this is what Izzy's.
Oh boy.
Essentially, with that, Izzy, it's kind of one of those things where, like, when you're checking over the side, it's like a bit of rubble kind of falls down. You're like, oh boy, don't push my luck. So you kind of stop, if you know what I mean. But yes, you see one individual here. Looks a bit like it has a pipe in their mouth, kind of thing, and they're looking left and right. But the gates or the big huge shutter doors behind them directly looks like a solid way in. You haven't seen any side doors or anything like that.
Okay.
And here, right here, where that kind of like path ends, is kind of like a massive gate that's, you can bring stuff in.
Yeah. Okay, I'll relay that to the others.
Esme, if you're on the right, you're going to give me a roll, friend.
Stealthies.
Yes.
Would I be able to make a perception roll just while we're here to listen out for any weird movement underneath us that we can't
Of
see?
course. Give me that roll, friend.
Oh boy. That's such a good spell, Ian.
It's so cool.
I need to get this app. It sounds really handy just for keeping track of things.
I haven't checked if it's on Android yet, but I know it's on iPhone because Ian uses iPhone. Right, Esme. You see, and again, another guard that looks kind of like doesn't seem to be higher ranked than the individual that's like kind of anxiously looking left and right. They definitely just look like, you know, generic lieutenant kind of one sort of thing. Possibly would probably know slightly more than the grunt. Who knows? But they kind of like are like, this is bullshit. I wasn't even meant to be working, like kind of thing, like pacing back and forth. Again, a kind of dirt and cobble track that seems very used goes towards two giant shuttery doors that look like, again, from what you can tell, seem to be the only entrance into this bloody place. Over opposite here is, again, giant gates beside the walls that look like, you know, they're coming and going here. Coda, you hear muffled talking coming beneath you, possibly near the roof, like in a room that's probably higher than it should be, underneath you guys, but you don't know the language. So how would you guys wish to proceed? It's about 60 feet down. That's probably inaccurate. I don't know, but that's what I'm going to say for that minute because feet.
How armored are these boys?
They look like they're in like. Actually, you know, give me a perception check if you want to try discern them, because like a lot of the hand uniform is like armor, but with the like black robe of cloth over it, sort of thing, to be like the uniform. So a lot of the actual like pieces of the armor are often like hidden, or at least what's the word? Not disfigured, distorted. So it's in like, oh, he's clearly, unless you see a general who's walking around clearly in. Yeah,
Nice.
Esme, you reckon these guys are probably in either the rookie. You call him the rookie because he's in my notes as the rookie. Rookie looks like he's in studded leather, like kind of like see similarities in your own armor to that kind of thing. And the other guys look like they could be in scale mail.
And just to remind me, there's doors at either side.
Mm.
Yeah, essentially the two guards on the left and right of the screen are standing in front of two gigantic double doors, kind of thing.
I'm gonna into the ring, just kind of say, well, we could try and do this quietly and not engage soon, because if we start fighting now, we're gonna fight all the way through.
One of the Warforged walked over. It's like, you guys want to take them out? If you go left, we can go right. That kind of thing. Just give us like a thumbs up and we'll. And he kind of like pulls the, like, you know, flicks the like bowstring.
If we can like take them down without like getting into an actual fight, like if we just concentrate on one guy and just like wreck him.
Yeah, no, like they're like, yeah, no, we can, like, you guys want to tongue out, we could take the other, that sort of thing.
I mean, that sounds good to me. Guys?
Yeah, if we could try and do it quietly.
I'm cool.
Will we take out the rookie first?
This guy right below us.
Yeah.
Because he's so close to one, like he's just around the corner from one of the other doors, I'd say yeah.
Just so we're on the same page, when you say take out, we mean take out, yes?
Oh, you better not use your gun unless we want to attract attention.
Yes,
One of
I
the
know.
Forge looks at the code and is like, well, the daggers ain't blunt, my dude. And he like kind of flicks it and grabs it, kind of thing. You see, what's the, you know, like it's like spools of rope, like that kind of like, you know, wrapped around kind of thing. You see that the Warforged kind of have ones at their hip on one side, and just kind of like a little hook hanging out of it, and they kind of like creep over to the other side, and they kind of have like one, like two of them have it like braced in one hand, ready to dig it into the ground and like rappel down straight away, sort of thing. While two others, like there's four total, while two others are like standing, like taking aim with their bow, and like one of the guys with the spool of rope and hook kind of looks at the party as if like, you know, kind of like, you know, hand up in the case of like, when you guys nod, he'll give the order, that kind of thing. Like they're essentially in position.
Okay. What I'd suggest is maybe we take care of this guy first, and then give the Warforged the signal, and we like take the two sides at the same time.
Yes, if we attack them simultaneously, it might work better.
Do we
If
want
folks
to
would
do we want to see if we can get something out of this rookie? Because I have an idea about intimidating him.
If we can do it quietly without getting the others involved.
What do you think you can get from him?
The layout inside, how many people, what
He-
to expect in terms of resistance.
He might even know where they took the shipment.
Okay, well, first of all, we need a way to get down there, or like bring him up here, or whatever. And once we're ready to do that, let me know, because I have a thing.
What I
What's
was
your
going to
thing?
suggest we just, like, one of us just jump down right on top of him.
Okay, if you want to try that, I can blind him. We'll make it easier for you.
I could jump on him.
Yeah, there's two choices on this one. Either he gets blinded and Riz jumps on him, or I turn into a werewolf, jump on him, and then intimidate him by getting all werewolf.
How are we going to stop him from shouting out?
It's called covering his mouth with my hand and threatening him.
Yeah, solid plan. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit heavy to drop on him.
Okay, just make sure you hit him. Just make sure you get him down.
I'll have my crossbow out and ready in case something goes wrong.
No, I'm insinuating that I'm in plate armor, and plate armor is heavy.
Do the thing.
Yeah, Esme turns into a wolf and leaps down upon this small person.
Yeah.
It's his first day on the job.
What do I have to roll?
I'm trying to think, because you're like plummeting 60 feet. Dex save. Esme, you with grace and precision leaped out onto this individual and like literally, it's like both. Were you in werewolf form? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, like both legs just like on his shoulders, like down. You take some damage, but like again, a lot of the damage is like that you would have taken. It's channeled through this young individual, and like it's kind of like not even a peep, and it just crushes down onto them. There's like you definitely hear like an ankle break kind of thing, but yeah. Oh, sorry.
Are there windows along the wall?
They look kind of like stained or tinted. You're not too sure.
Cool. She'll drag him closer to the side of the wall, put one hand around his neck and then over his mouth. She says, "Answer my questions and you might live through this."
As Esme says that, you see the others see the Warforged like just drops their hand, and like as they like let loose two arrows, the two of them swing straight down, and you hear like essentially the sounds of like something piercing dense meaty flesh kind of, and one of the archers seems to like kind of like take up their own little spool like kind of thing and like drops it down, and you see they're pulling like something up and the other one's helping them, and like and they basically pull the body up onto the roof, and they look over and they like thumbs up and they like put the hooks into the ground and start like rappelling down. So there's just like essentially a bleeding out guy over here. Well, not bleeding out, he's dead, but there's blood going everywhere.
Okay.
He's not bleeding out, he's bleeding dead.
I'll just reveal the whole thing. But yeah, no, that's basically just like wood because roof. Yeah, this Esme, can I have an intimidation check?
I must remember if I'm good at this.
Do you get like proficiency with it when you're a werewolf?
I'm going to remind everyone that this was my idea.
Cool.
Very good sign. What the rest of you doing, friends?
I'm gonna just kind of peek around the other side of the roof to keep an eye on the other guard, just to see if he's
to make
reacting.
sure he doesn't hear anything.
Yeah, no, he's kind of like, again, anxious, like looking left and right, kind of like.
I'm gonna just perch
what's
myself
going
on the corner with my crossbow, and if there's trouble, I could get either of them.
Who are you gonna shoot?
Okay, yeah. A case of like if one of them goes to the other, you'll like fire that kind
Oh
of
yeah, but only basically if there's a big giveaway and that lieutenant dude starts running, I'm gonna take a shot probably.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Esme, this rookie's like, kind of like he's freaking the fuck out because werewolf holding his mouth.
Esme just whispers. It's like, what did I say? Shut up and I won't eat your face.
Cool, Ian, that's rad.
Nice.
Intimidation check again, Esme.
Nice.
Esme, your keen wolf nose is bombarded with the awful smell of urine as this chap clearly wets himself in pure fear.
Oh.
And he grows silent.
How many of you are in there? She just lifts her hand slightly off his mouth.
It's like I'm not certain. I'm not certain. We don't get told that. Like we're just told to stand out here and just watch the goods. You know what I mean?
Where's the shipment?
He's like, oh, geez, I don't know what shipment you're talking
Where
about.
are they?
Locked in the box!
Where are the detonators?
Where is she?
Where do you want to kill me? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. There's like maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't know. There's like that scary guy who came from that weird outpost and they brought things. And I don't get paid enough for this, man. I want to go home. Fuck this.
Officer Pisspants! What scary guy from what outpost?
It's like where the shipment came from, like one of our outposts. I don't know
Where did the shipment come from, Pisspants?
The outpost that I just said, I don't know where it is. I just know it's outside the city. Some weird complex like area where they build things, it seems. I don't know, man. I'm just
Goddamn machinists.
He's like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. This is getting way. I'm not even meant to be here today. This is my day off. I got shoved on overtime.
I was covering a ship!
Yeah, like legit. Like it's just like it was Bill's turn, and he's a dickhead. And I really don't like him. But I need the money.
Esme is putting this back out to the party through the ring, and it's just like, anything else I should ask him?
So I just didn't hear through all of his like out of character. Did he say he didn't know where the scary guy was or that shipment was?
He said the shipment's inside, but he said he doesn't know about the
Yeah.
scary
Okay. Oh. I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
How much of the shipment, I guess? Like, is it taking up the whole building? Is it just in one room? Where is it?
How big box?
I don't know, man. It's pretty damn big, man. Wouldn't be a box.
Was it carried in here by one man or many men?
Really strong horses, man. Jesus, fuck. Oh, not Jesus. He'd be like, bam, but fuck. It's like it's glowing and shaking and making noise. Creepy as shit. I don't want to go anywhere near it.
Anything else?
Oh, he moved!
Oh, that is moving. Does
Wait,
he
he
look like?
moved.
Is he moving with
He did.
intent, or is he moving very slowly, like patrolling, kind of naturally?
You see him kind of like, and he's like, yo, Johnson, do you know what the fuck is going on? And he's like slowly walking towards here.
Can you make a con save?
Con save. Okay, so just
Yeah.
a lot of things just got triggered. So con save. Teen.
Shit. Okay, he's not blind.
Okay, he's kind of like, it's like, kind of like darkness kind of buzzes near his eyes. It's fucking flies, man. Stupid. Rizbit, are you plummeting on this guy?
Yeah, so I've got a plan, and I want you to hear it out, please.
Go ahead.
Oh
go
god!
I love it
So-
already.
I'm gonna jump down with my maul ready to like whack him in the head,
Uh-huh.
and if it looks like I'm going to miss him, I want to misty step pretty much just above him and land on him that way.
Okay.
Nice.
My only question is one. Actually, no. It's a question and a statement. You understand how turtle momentum works, correct? You know that like if you plummet then misty step back up, it's still the same velocity. So
Yeah.
it's not like going to negate you taking damage. Cool. Secondly, if you've used misty step, can you use it again? Or are you? Oh no, you're using it as a spell slot, aren't you? Not like
I'm
Esme.
gonna spell slot, yeah.
Cool, that's awesome. I don't know why I thought dwarf or not dwarves, goblin could just misty step on top of everything. That's cool. Yeah, that's rock and roll, dude. It is a dex save, much like Esme to plummet with intent.
He
I
plummeted
think I have
menacingly
disadvantage
downwards.
on these.
It's okay, man. You play Dark Souls. It's just plummeting attack. Just don't fuck it up, or you're fucked.
I'm definitely fucking this up because I think I have disadvantages on dex saves.
I was saying it to no, it's only stealth checks.
Oh, grand.
I was saying this to Laura earlier. I was just watching. I've been slowly getting more and more into Twitch because my internet speed's actually good that I can look at it. And a dude was just seeing how fast he could finish Dark Souls with a sorcerer, like without changing anything. And he got to the last boss in 3 hours. I just
Wow.
yeah. And he's just playing it. He's just like he's using shortcuts that he knows are there. If you roll off this edge, you'll land here and not die. That kind of thing, which is fair. But holy shit, he is just plowing through the game. It's so interesting to look. Oh, Rizbit, so you're using that spell slot, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So for a split second, Warforged turns into a Tarantino movie, and just high saturated blood just goes fucking everywhere. This dude just, and Rizbit, you're gonna take a little bit of force damage because you well, yeah, no, it's force damage.
Did you just crush him to death?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god. What a way to die.
It was the intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You take a
know.
little bit extra because the roll
That was
wasn't
amazing.
great.
We were all holding up like
11
little
force damage.
like gymnastics scorecards, like 8.5,
Yeah.
yes.
8.5? How high are your standards?
Very.
Yeah, blood goes everywhere, paints the side of the wall, kind of thing.
Oh boy.
It
So
makes
we
a lot
can't really
of
we
kind
can't
of
really
tongue-
subtly hide that body, I assume.
Yeah, like it got tongue like a tongue.
Could just show him behind the boxes.
And this rookie's like, "What the fuck was that? What's going on?" Oh my God.
Officer Piss Pants, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think one of your friends is dead.
And he's like, "What the?" And then like here you like one of the Warforged is kind of like peeks. It's like blatantly points. He's like,
What's behind me? Is it so scarier than a werewolf, Piss Pants?
Esme, do you look?
Yes, I look. I don't want to anymore.
Oh god.
No.
What?
I don't want
Hey,
to get
You feel a dagger plunge straight into your breast, like that, like chest.
Oh! Ow!
Stabbed in the boob!
yeah.
Stab her in the boob!
What, Darren? Well, I'm still on the corner of the roof. What do I see?
You see essentially like he's like, oh, like he's clearly freaking out, but like Esme's like says her like cheeky one-liner and turns her head. And as she's turning, he's like you see him kind of like left and right, kind of like he just clearly panics and he's like "Who's you?" and just like sends a dagger up into Esme's a boob.
Oh, so it was diversion.
Oh,
No,
right,
like
okay.
no, there's blatantly like a Warforged guy looking around the corner, be like, "What the heck, you guys?" And like he saw the Warforged guy because
Okay. So, but
That
he
kind of-
but he said, "Oh, what's that?" and then stabbed her.
Yeah, like he blatantly said it and was like, it was
Yeah.
more just a case of like, "Who's a resistance member," that kind of thing. So Esme, you will take that as I launched Photoshop. God damn it! You take 2 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Well, he's just being an ass about it. Can I like take out my rope and like climb down the side of the building?
Yeah, sure. Athletics or acrobatics with advantage.
No.
Would I be able
dramatic thinking for me.
to shoot a crossbow bolt into the back of his leg?
Yeah.
So not aiming to kill, but aiming to
Cool.
cripple.
He's just a cripple. Just like ruin his life.
I aimed to kill.
Ah, only a 14.
Yeah, but that's all you do.
True.
What's his AC like?
It hits.
Okay. That's not a sharpshooter thing. It's just a regular old crossbow bolt.
Cool.
There's 9 damage.
Cool. Esme, he kind of like yelps in anger and like kind of bites down on your like the gap between your thumb and your index finger. That kind of like out of like pain. He's like,
Esme just looks up at Coda. Dude!
Does 23 get me on the ground, Aaron?
oh shit! Sorry, I didn't see that. I apologize. Yes, 23. You Gran. You like Splinter Cell will call down.
Cool. The second I get down, I draw my sword and ask Esme if we're done.
I think so. I have a knife in my chest, and he's bit my hand, and now he's been shot in the knee. Rizbit, do you want to do something here? Do you want to? I don't know. Maim him. Don't kill him. You there. You do whatever you feel is necessary. Actually, you.
Can I use the butt of the sword to try and knock him out?
Yeah. Give me a roll. Yeah, I'm at it.
13.
Yeah, no, he's far too away. Too much adrenaline pumping through his body, especially from that crossbow bolt.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, Darren, is there actually a wooden box behind us?
Yeah, no, those are actual wooden boxes.
Okay, and is the knife still in her chest, or has it been pulled out? Like, is it still in his hand?
I'm gonna say it's in the chest.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it out of my chest, and then I'm going to stab through his hand in the wooden box to lodge it.
Okay, cool. Give me a melee attack.
Is this an acrobatics?
I'm gonna say it's well, a dagger's a finesse weapon, so yeah, make a melee attack or whatever. I'm assuming dex because you're rogue centric. But yeah, melee attack. Yeah, no, this plummets through, and he's like, ah! Like he is straight up screaming at this point.
Okay, no, he needs to be unconscious or dead.
Well, I was just
I hit him over the head with my maul.
Thank you.
Good boy.
Give me that roll, Rizbit.
24.
Oh yeah, boy, give me that damage.
13.
Yeah, no, this dude's like, you hear like a crack, you're not sure what cracked, but it cracked, and he just goes limp, and he's like, the pierced in hand is kind of like, keeping him sort of upright, but you can see the weight's coming down, it's like slowly slicing it, but he is out cold, question mark?
We're not
Let's
gonna
go.
check.
Let's go around to the door.
Can we, tie him up at least or something? Hide him somewhere?
But Amy, he could come back and become our biggest enemy.
That's what I mean.
What?
I don't want him coming back.
Right, tie him up. Tie him up, Darren.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. As you tie him up, you see little bits of blood trickle out of his ear, kind of thing.
No, he's definitely dead. Oh well.
He's dead.
Well, let's tie up the dead body just in case.
And then I'm gonna go to the door.
Cool, yeah, the door looks complex and sealed tight.
Is it mechanical or a regular lock?
Mechanical. Intricate and beautiful indeed.
Cool, I guess I'll try then with some tinker's tools.
Cool.
Oh god, my rolls today.
The
Highest roll I've gotten.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you can deduce that this needs a pretty solid weird key. Doesn't look like it looks like kind of like maybe like a 3-pronged key, like almost triangle in shape.
I'm gonna glance over at the bloody pulp that Rizbit left behind. Is there a key sticking out of it?
I mean, if you guys want to look through it, give me investigation with advantage.
I really don't.
There's not really a lot of pockets. You gotta wade through the sludge.
No, I will not.
I can do it too.
$19.
Izzy waves through the sludge and the paste and the bits and the bones, and lo and behold, 5 gold and a key. The key looks weird, distorted, and complex, and even just from a quick glance, you're like, yeah, no, this definitely belongs to some over-the-top mechanism.
Because they just had to make things complicated. And yeah, I'll hand it over for someone to open the door.
Cool, yeah. Do you guys essentially go through the motions?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll open the door.
The Warforged kind of like, peek at this corner and they're like, oh, this guy's fucking, he's dead. He's like, we're going to go into the other, entrance, classic pincer movement.
Okay, good luck. Be safe.
You too. They jog off. Uno momento, friendo.
I kind of wait till I can hear the footsteps recedes, because if we're going in the same time, I want to make sure we're like synchronized,
Yeah.
So I'll wait till I can hear them kind of getting ready, and then I'll open the door.
Yeah, that's a case of like you can hear like they're pretty far away, but like you kind of like count in your head. It's like, oh yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah, they're roughly, I'm
yeah,
doing some
so you twist the
unnecessary
key.
like mathematical equation to figure out how far they are. Yeah, then I'll twist the key.
Cool. 1 sec. Yeah, the door clicks and like you see it starts to be pulled back by its kind of own momentum, it seems, and the door slowly. It looks large, but it's clearly like well oiled and on good hinges that it doesn't seem to make like a screeching over the top noise. Before you was like what looks like just a wooden work floor, kind of like an equally large gate before you. Do you enter? Question mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you enter, from your left, you hear someone be like, "Yo, what was that noise? Wait a second!" And like it's sort of like a telltale moment of.
Are we entering up the top or the bottom?
You guys are entering here. The kind of chunkier
Okay,
wall
so
on the left.
we're right in full view of
Always
this
enter
dude.
at the
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, it's a case of like split second reaction. What do people do?
Esme is going to turn into a werewolf and maul him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me an attack of some kind.
Roll to maul. Ooh, Risbit. This token.
I know, right?
This is the Risbit means business token.
Esme, as you kind of sprint forward to kind of he like and you swing, he just sidesteps to your left, and you see his hand goes onto his hilt, and he like starts ripping up his sword, rolling it.
Oh, there's another boy down the south. Wow, that was Risbit with the #1 initiative.
Way!
Congrats.
Like the last time this happened, we were in tagdom.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you get a natural
It's
20, didn't you? Oh, this
Yeah, I
is
think we
great.
got a nat 20. Like literally the one time I was like, I need a
My
nat 20.
God.
That was the time we were fighting Chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
that was the first time we were in Dagnum.
And that was
Yeah.
also in a warehouse.
yeah, and that was perfect because that was Risbit's thing.
It was really like, let me go first.
That was
let me go first.
perfect. It was so good.
Risbit, you're up.
I never hear that for the first time.
For the very first time.
I'm gonna go dude on top, I think. Where do people
Rock
think
and
I should
roll.
move? Because I'm not used to this.
You do
it,
whatever you
Risbit.
want.
Go with your gut.
I can shoot the dude down south if you want to go for the guy up top. I don't mind. You can get to the guy up top. You can't get to the south guy. So yeah, do what you want to do. I'll tank to the south.
Less than twice of my mole.
Both hit.
I'm just gonna do normal damage. I'm not gonna add anything to it.
Rock and roll.
Are we being like super loud now, like out of character? Can I use my gun, or should I keep going?
Yeah,
with the crossbow?
fuck it, let's go
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, a werewolf just pounced at a guy. And
yeah, I
Elizabeth
assume
in
that made a
full
lot of
plate
noise, and these
charged
guys
at
are
you.
shouting. So yeah, I assume we're making noise
That's
now.
a
28.
28.
Lovely.
Yeah, man, this dude's like, you can see, like, Risbet, like, hits him in the chest first, and you hear, like, a proper crack, and there's, like, something white and pointy sticking out the side of his, like, the opposite side of his body. And you see, like, Risbet swings through again, and hits him in the head, and you see, like, his, like, the Thought Police kind of metal face has been dinted in, and blood's kind of dripping out of, like, newly shaped holes from the, like, basically kicking it in. It's not ideal, but this dude's still standing, but like he looks like he's on his last legs already. And it's his go.
Oh god.
And like through like the broken bag, he's like, "Do for the payload." And he's gonna swing at Risbet with a longsword.
Just being like, sorry, didn't hear you there. 24 hits.
He speaks with his sword, not with his mouth.
That's a 23.
I think he said something about the payload.
I couldn't understand him.
No, I couldn't understand that.
Oh wow! You take a total of 8 slashing damage. Ian.
Thank you.
Go to Europe.
Yeah, it's time to just shoot with gun. So yeah, I won't use sharpshooter. I'll just use regular shoots. So that's a double 30.
Level 30. Well done.
Wow.
But without my delicious plus 15 per bullet, so it's only 16 damage.
Yeah, when like both bullets sink into this dude's chest, and you hear like a yelp of pain at the sound of the tum tum. Even though I know it's split seconds in terms of like people in initiative order, like it's the second those tum tum, it's almost like the warehouse springs to life.
Yeah. As my bonus action, I just want to stow my firearm and draw out my rapier.
Cool. Isadora.
Can you make a whiz save?
Which one, buddy?
Sorry, the one to the bottom here.
Yeah, sure thing. That's an 18.
Oh, for God's sake! Why do they keep doing this? Anyway,
They only ever roll well when it's a save against you. It's really fucking weird.
and it's always wisdom save. Any the vicious mock has no. So I'm gonna give her. No, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Yeah, you might want to save that for the big mean.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is that all?
really
That all, Eze? Or Izzy? Sorry.
Yeah.
Hezzy. Cool. All right. It's Buy's go, and he legs it.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Esme, you're up.
Well, the guy up top is looking a bit rough, so I'm gonna rough him up even more because I'm a werewolf.
Go for it, buddy. Is there like an unarmored or unarmed feat you can take so you get like advantage, or like proficiency with your claws, Esme?
Well, no, because I'm a werewolf. I assume you can do it when you are a druid.
Probably.
Are there not like specific stats for werewolves? Like you become proficient in unarmed attacks or something? No.
No, it's you do actual dice in terms of
Right,
damage
instead of okay.
more so just one,
Is there
because I think
is there a feat you can take?
I know. Oh no, it's Tavern Brawler that gets you improvise with fists and improvise weapon. Give me that roll, Esme.
So Esme puts her hand to her left side and pulls out her rapier with her claw, and then she realizes, oh, I probably shouldn't have X's rapier.
I mean, the hilt has been glowing for quite some time. It's very.
Oh boy.
16 does hit though.
And because my friend is nearby, I can do sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Power of friendship. Also, I'm just saying, Neil, right now, when we're exploding this place, leave the rapier to explode and you can have my rapier. Because seriously, that's not a good thing to still have on us. I'd say let it burn.
No. I must kill her with her own
That's
rapier.
fair.
It
That's
is
pretty
only-
nice. Yeah, alright.
That's a lot of money.
Esme, with a flick of her wrist and upward strike, just pierces up underneath the chin and straight through this dude's helmet. Rips it down, and he just slumps like straight into the ground.
We killed ours!
Ours is escaping.
Come on, they already know we're here. Let's go.
Yeah, is it like, are we, it's still an initiative, Darren?
Oh, we are in initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Risbit, you're up, buddy.
Up or down, guys?
I don't know, like, I feel like they're probably coming from both sides, but that's kind of metagamey, so I don't know.
Down, like, down where we know the dude went.
Okay, come to you. And I'm dead.
Rock and roll. That individual is dead. Coda.
Cool. What can I see down this hallway? Alright, is that the dude who was just legging
Yeah.
it?
It is indeed. He's kind of like perched up against the wall, kind of like holding his side, blood coming out, kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess I just gotta kill him. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, sharpshooter with advantage, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Literally knew what you were saying for.
What?
It's not like you didn't know what you were signing up for.
I know, I just hate it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that hits.
That's 17 damage. How's he looking now? Dead.
Kind of like slumps
Right,
forward.
yeah,
through the
okay,
like,
cool.
basic.
Yeah, okay. Do I see anything else down this hall?
No, it looks
Okay.
like you can go left up here, but you can hear scuffling kind of happening up there.
Yeah, I guess I'll look back at the others and kind of say, like, this is clear, but there's more coming. What do we do?
I think they already know we're here. I think we just have to go for it.
Are there any other doors off the hallway we're kind of currently in, the one that the others are in?
No, there's just. Oh, sorry, I probably didn't reveal it well, so it doesn't look it. But here we go. Essentially, there is a big chunky door here.
Okay. And is that...
Sorry, that looks like it leads to the center of the warehouse kind of thing. And my apologies, I didn't reveal it.
Okay.
Like the others here, I say, like, if you can hear scuffles, they probably already engaged some people.
Oh, yeah, that's probably them fighting the Warforged on the other side out of character. So, yeah, maybe we should go help.
Esme 17 versus AC.
I mean, yes, but I would like to say no.
Essentially, like it kind of happens really quick. Esme's kind of like, well, we killed that guy, and like just as like I'm assuming you're turning to be like, what are we doing with the door? A Hand of Yuria like individual is kind of like bracing the wall like Solid Snake style, and like just swings out like that with his blade, and, like cleaves into you.
I see.
There's a total of 8 slashing damage, and he would technically be here. I'm just going to move that token up there so I don't accidentally grab the other one. But yes, and with that, Isadora, you're up.
Okay, where am I?
I think you're the purple one here.
Yes. Going to move up here and actually go over here and then cast Ray of Frost.
Rock and roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh.
What is wrong with you tonight?
Don't worry, Izzy's saving him for the fight.
Yeah, sure. That's what it is.
Yeah, the beam, like, he dodges to the left kind of thing and it hits the back wall. Is that all, Amy?
Yep.
It's not number 2's goal because he was shot in the back. Esme.
I mean, we were told there were like 5 or 6 guys here. This is already...
Darn, I'm going to stab him with my... Wait. I'm going to use my insightful fighting.
Oh.
Wow.
I think I've beaten this before, so let's see. If I can-
Esme looks him in the eyes, and he's like, rebel scum.
Traitor!
Can't believe we're doing
I
a Star War.
Can't believe Esme didn't beat that nat 20. Fuck anyone else.
Yeah, come on, that was easy, Neil.
Fuck
Oh!
But imagine,
you,
though,
Darren!
but imagine,
Nice.
but look, just think of all the crit dice for the stealth you don't roll. Rage!
More crit dice here than there were otherwise.
Fucking nailed an excellent delivery. Please roll.
Lovely
See,
damage.
fuck you.
Nice, excellent damage, my mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it though, or is this some kind of
moving
joke?
on. Risbit. You give it a shot.
Going back up to slap this guy.
Frisbee was just running down the hall and then just turns and runs back.
He like Breakfast Club slides. He's like,
Yeah.
16 and 21.
"No." Both hit. He, like the 16, he just barely misses.
20
Or
damage.
he barely fails to dodge. 20 damage. Yeah, this dude is like pretty much again like rib head strike. Similar enough situation to the previous guy. Bones are sticking out and he's not looking the best. Is that all you wish to do in your return, Risbit?
Yeah.
Coda.
Oh boy. Would I get disadvantage to try and shoot this guy, considering my two friends are there?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Not stacked.
Uh,
You're not. It's not 10 feet friend you're shooting through. It's 5 feet, so it's like any other range. Attack.
I only have one bullet before I have to reload, so I'll shoot once and then reload. 20.
Yes, hits. I mean, Risbit, you are carrying a box of Semtex on your
Oh,
back.
6 damage.
Yeah, still though.
6 whole damage, Darren.
Yeah, it grazes
Oh.
him. It's just enough to put him down. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna break. Can I say
Cool.
5-minute break? Because I think we could probably knock this
sure, I don't
quest
mind.
in quotations
I'm
out
just
of
nervous,
like the
yeah.
park in one game. So
Nice, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
if that's
cool.
is that cool? Yeah, if like 5
That's
minutes,
fine.
but if people like are busy, it's fine. Yeah, cool. All right, back in 5, guys. Y'all stabbed a bunch of motherfuckers, and you hear scuffling down here. The individual that Ian just bet to death kind of looks like he held a little bit more rank. It's kind of got like maybe little pins where like one would probably see like rank pins in a typical military style thing. So yes, what will ye be doing, lads?
I think we should go up around the tap.
Should we try to get through the door?
Not a bad idea.
I guess if no one else is doing it, I'll search this dude's body.
Esme, you see... Yeah, that's cool. Oh boy. Jeez, Esme is plowing on. Right, you see an office. The door's open. Oh, boy. Looks like that's probably where the dude came from. You walk to the office. Coda, investigation. Investigation. Esme, there's a table and there's a load of boxes and a chair, probably. I didn't bother drawing it on the map because I realized I don't have to draw everything on the map. I'm being silly.
Ah, shit. No, never mind.
Coda, you don't find much. You see... Yeah, like... You're kind of like, he should have keys, but like well documented that hand members have like sewn in hidden pockets and stuff, so you're not entirely sure. Esme, what are you doing in a
I'm
room full of?
investigating this room for anything.
Cool. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like kind of like it'd be like where you keep the shipping manifestos and all that jazz.
Ooh, let's see if we can find out where all of this highfalutin gear is coming from.
Yeah, see if the.
Esme sits down and then turns around and says, I don't want to read. Risbit, Isadora, you read instead. And she...
Oh, well, I also apparently don't want to read.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Isadora
Izzy.
wants to read.
Everyone keeps piling, just like, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh, are we reading? Nah.
I love to learn.
Okay, where are these things coming from? I'm looking for like shipping records and that kind of thing.
A big map that says
Right.
this is where the evil bad guy lair is.
Yes.
Yeah. So Izzy, you are thumbing through most of it. Looks like generic, like steel swords arrived today, longbows arrived today, some parts arrived today, and you see like today's date. Again, I've never actually established an actual canon date, but it's today's date. you see that it's penciled in for departure. Like it's contents. It's just like empty. It's like from and the same blank contents like line. The one above it is it arrived last night, and it seems to be some sort of cargo from a location called Cepheus. I'll put it in chat. I probably mispronounced it. I don't know. It's Greek, apparently. But yes.
Is that
Cepheus.
is that name familiar to any of us?
Makes me think of heads.
Heads.
Yeah, I think Cepheus has something to do with like your brain.
Okay.
Because like hydrocephalus. This is out of character.
Yeah.
This makes me think of because having like a hydrocephalic or something like that. I think it's hydrocephalic.
Okay.
Basically means you've got a big like water on the brain head.
Oh.
I don't mean that to sound disrespectful.
No, dude, yeah.
No.
Speak. It's all good. But this weird that's arrived seems to be hailing from whatever this thing is.
It's coming from Brainland. Oh my god,
from
it's the
Brainland.
orchestra. It's the orchestra.
It's always the orchestra. They're everywhere. But
No, but this time I think it's really the orchestra.
Okay.
Well, like, out of character, I'm pretty sure Cepheus is a constellation. So that would make sense.
It's from space.
It's definitely from space.
In character.
I don't know that in character, so.
Is he like
Space!
In character, is this name familiar to any of us?
No.
Like, this isn't a location that we'd recognize.
Nope.
So chances are it's not on Arethia?
Or it's a code word for
Possibly.
another place.
You just say Arethia.
Sorry,
Arathor.
Arathor. I mean, I don't think it's in Arethia either.
We don't know. Anyway.
Well, very few things are in Arethia now. Anyway.
Is that desk locked, Darren, or is that everything that was...
No, that's everything. Like, Izzy gives it a good thorough going through. There's like a coin purse with like 50 gold in it and stuff. But it seems to be a case of like stuff isn't kept here for more than 2 days. It's more than likely like it arrived late at night. Everything arrives at night. Oddly enough, after the curfew when there's no one in the streets. How curious!
Almost like that information we got was correct. Hey, that's a good sign.
Yeah, almost like what's
No,
the best
I need the
way?
money.
Why worry about people seeing our experimental tech when you could just get them off the street under punishment of death? But yes, everything arrives at night and goes at night. But it's a case of it seems like it's they set it down. Like obviously, if it's arriving from faraway lands, set it down, let the drivers rest, and distribute it where it needs to be distributed. That kind of thing. But it seems to be mainly parts. All the stuff that's coming and going is either like long swords, repair parts, bits for mechanical component. Essentially, what you'd need to build anything mechanical, like spare parts and stuff. But this is the big kind of like no description given. It's just something arrived from this place.
Okay.
There is one final thing, is it? In the room is kind of like something that would hold keys, like like a coat hanger, like a tiny one where you'd hang up rings of keys. It is empty. Like you'd know it is something that you'd hang up the big ring of keys, like a jailer key kind of thing, but it is.
Okay.
I didn't see any keys on him, but maybe someone else should check because they always have those hidden pockets.
I'll check this guy then, actually, to see if he has anything on him. Is that an investigation, Darren?
It is indeed.
14.
Yeah, it's a case of like a lot of the pockets have been pulled out because of was looking over. So Izzy's kind of checking other places that are not the places code as check. And on the left breast pocket, sewn in behind it is like kind of a small compartment, and Izzy slides her hand and pulls out kind of like a small ring of keys. It's kind of just underneath the hand sigil, so like the bump probably didn't alert Code immediately. He was like, "Oh, that's his badge," whatever kind of thing. But it turns out it's like there. But yes, there is a few keys. One looks like a regular lock, possibly for that door. You're not entirely sure. And one looks like really small but oddly mechanical. There's like loads of tiny tumblers sticking out of it. It looks like it fits into a very complex lock, despite its small size.
Put the key in.
Which key where?
I assume she means the giant doors.
Just do it.
Which key looks like it's the door?
The giant door is much like the one outside, with a very complex mechanical lock all through it, kind of thing. The keyhole is very small and looks like it would fit the one that you have in your hand.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, no. There's this one's kind of a bit more loud. It's kind of like the hiss and like metal on metal as it's pulled back by some sort of contraption built into it, not that. But yeah, it slides open and you guys will follow.
Do we hear the Warforged from the other side of the building, or is it too far away to hear?
It's too far away to hear at this point, especially over the sound of his door opening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Boise.
Yes, it's the only big asset that site that I use to make these maps uses. But inside here is a general storage area, and there is rather large, kind of like a D12, like a 12-sided weird thing. There's kind of like tiny slits at the top of near the top where blue light is emanating from. But this thing is huge. It's like in terms of in actual squares. Hold on, like that kind of size, kind of like a 10 feet up kind of thing. But this thing is like, it's kind of like rattling almost when you enter the room, and there's like, flashes of blue light, kind of like pale blue, dark blues coming from these little slits near the top. Like you'd need like to stand something like it's 10 feet up kind of thing to like look in through like one of these little slits.
Okay, guys, let's just throw let's throw those weird metal boxes in, and let's just leave.
Let's carefully place the explosives. Let's.
Is anyone else here?
No, this place looks empty AF.
What else can we see in the room?
Right, so there's like kind of standard crates of all shapes and sizes, all varying degrees of like complexities. There's like literally like stock movie background, like it is a wooden crate or a pine wooden crate. There's kind of more like barrels and like large kegs almost. Look like they probably store like vast quantities of liquid. There looks like moving apparatus, like carts and stuff, and pulling like kind of like really like the first stages of like stuff to just basically throw it on that and we'll pull it outside, kind of like mini carts and stuff. Near the back, it's kind of the same, kind of like really big, strong metal locks. They almost kind of look like the types of chests you'd see in like, they kind of look like really small safes. Like, rich people would keep in their house kind of thing, like really small, like, it's Mechanist tech, you're paying for what you get. Kind of small, probably cost a penny, just even to build. Look pretty damn heavy, and there's kind of like large metal crates over here and stuff, like really like, this probably has something valuable in it kind of thing, but they look like they're sealed up pretty tight. Not tight enough that they're impossible to get into, but it's certainly like, these things are like well closed, like well sealed.
Shall we give this place a once over before we blow it to Kingdom Come?
Yeah, just to be sure we're getting everything. Darren, while we're looking around, can I detect magic on this thing in the middle?
Yes. Detect magic is everything you can see, isn't it? Like is it like on a specific object?
No, I think it's just it'll highlight anything within 30
it's
feet.
In the area, yeah, it's in the area.
Cool. Izzy, before anyone steps forward,
Ooh, magical traps.
Yes. Chunks of the floor start to glow before your eyes, and this thing is blinding to look at. Like, it's a point of like Izzy's kind of putting up her hand to her eyes, and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" kind of thing. Like it's very hard to look at.
Can I point to the areas on the floor where I see magic and say, "Don't step on those"?
Yeah, 100%. They're kind of like been alerted. Like if this was like Fallout, they'd be like glowing red kind of thing. There's a trap here.
What kind of magic is coming off the box? Because I can tell the school.
All of them.
Oh boy.
That's too many.
It's like if all of the schools of magic were burning on all cylinders evenly.
And this thing is
Seen that
completely sealed
before.
in. Where?
I don't know.
It's so loads of people spoke at once there. I didn't hear a single thing. I just heard a load of voices at once. I heard Amy's voice, and was it Ian or Neil?
Neil.
Okay, so Amy first, then Neil.
Is this thing completely sealed in?
What do you mean, dude?
Like, this is... What's in the center here is like a box with slits in it.
Yeah, it's kind of shaped more like a D12. I don't know the actual. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But like, yes, no, it's all like sealed edges. Are the slits? It kind of looks like glass panels, maybe to look in, kind of thing. But it's not like open or anything. Like the energy is
But
pouring in.
The glass panels are like 10 foot off the ground.
Yeah. You'd need like a ladder or a box or something to kind of like step up and kind of look into.
I'm gonna look for one.
Okay, cool. Esme, what did you say? Sorry, apologies.
I was just saying, had we seen something that glowed with all of the skills of magic before?
I'm trying to think, did we?
It sounds vaguely familiar, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe not. Anyway, don't get turned to stone or anything, Isadora.
Yeah, so I'm
It
gonna
would
look
still-
like for a ladder or a box or something to stand on, just to peek in.
Meanwhile, I'm going to wrench open a box.
Okay, cool. It's a case of like plenty of boxes. You don't need to like investigate the one, but it's more a case of like a strength check just to drag it over. Esme, what are you specifically looking for here, buddy?
Just heading over to like the nearest crate, like big crate, and she's just gonna whip out her crowbar and just be like, "Hooja!"
Yeah, that's a strength advantage, my dude.
I'll help Izzy push the box.
Yeah, that's cool.
I have like no strength, but I'll try.
I can like give Izzy a boost if you want.
It's 10 feet up, so... Are you gonna push the box over, or are you gonna like let her stand on you?
You understand on me.
Well, I'm like out of
I'll
character.
push the box. I'll push the
Yeah.
box.
All right, cool. Yeah, between the three of you, you guys are moving a box set. Fine, you're navigating the thingies. Neil, you crack open a cold one with the boys. Before you is some of the nicest steel you've seen ever. It's basically row on rows of really, really nice long swords. Like the craftsmanship is top of the line. These things look razor sharp. Like there's straw kind of in them, sort of thing. But these things look like the top shelf, top brand. Like you're not going to beat this craftsmanship. That sort of thing.
Esme just says, "Coda,
What?
do you have that little box with you?"
I have to assume, since we were like climbing up walls and stuff, that I probably
Yeah, no, I'm
don't.
100% going to say. Yeah, no, Henry is not with you guys today.
Fine. Esme takes out her bag of holding and puts like 3 swords in.
Oh, you poor thing. So
I-
while Esme's doing that, the others are helping Izzy.
Yeah,
with the
we're
box.
helping her with the box.
Izzy, you have a gander in.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I figured. Wish me luck. Don't roll shit again, please. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, Esme, can I have that roll, please, friend?
You're gazing into the abyss here.
Yeah. Figured it
Uh,
was, but...
Esme, you pop open a cold one with the boys. It's oil. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of oil. Lantern
Esme-
oil. That can be used for, like, I guess, the equivalent of engine oil these days, but, like, it's a one oil fix kind of situation. There's oil.
Esme says, "Look, guys, it's a way to set the entire place on fire," and she kicks it over.
Izzy, you stunned in place almost as you gaze into this blue light and you see hundreds and hundreds of swirling shapes, arms, eyes, faces, all clawing out at the visor that you're looking through, wailing unimaginably. Like the pain that these things are in is just not great. It is awful, and it moves Izzy to the point where she is stunned.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, Darren, ignoring that, I'm going to open the other barrel and pour that around.
That's cool.
Can I have another look over at the locked strong boxes? Because Esme's kind of making her way through these barrels. I'm gonna look at the more. Oh wow,
over
nice.
here?
Where were the kind of locked chests that look kind of like safes?
Okay. The tiny safes look here. They're really big. These things are made of fucking iron. Are over here.
I'll look at the safes. I know I'm not a thief, but I'll have a look at it. Do we know that Isadora has been stunned? Can we tell, or is she just looking in? Because I seem to also just look like she's looking into the box.
Yeah,
or do we see something come over her? Do we notice something's wrong, or do we just kind
of?
No,
it's not.
I imagine.
Yeah, we wouldn't notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll check out the safes and is it investigation?
Investigation. Yeah. Well, what are you investigating specifically?
Maybe just to see if there's a mechanism to be undone, or if it's like a lockpick situation.
For fuck's sake, Neil. Yeah, give me that roll. And Esme, with that roll, yeah, you crack open the egg.
Well, never mind. I don't know how
Coda,
locks work.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure. So, Coda, you're sorry again. Are you going for the small?
I was looking at the small safes, but I guess I can't figure it out.
Small safes. No, that's cool. No, it's a case of it's more a case of you're over there. Coda, you hear screaming.
How close? How much? How loud? What is it?
You hear it coming from the other side of this door, and it is not organic vocal cords that do emit these screams.
Warforged screams. Okay, I'll run over. I'll let everyone know that I can hear, and then run over to that door.
As you approach the door, the left side of it dints towards you, as a large ringing thump is heard.
I'll take out my gun and point it at the door.
Esme just says, "Get the fucking black box over here." The time is to blow up the thing.
Okay, so I assume
the time is now.
Well, if Risbit's gonna hold down the door, then I'll start setting up those the bombs.
Oh yeah, but Risbit does have one of those bombs.
Did he? Oh, he still
I was
has.
just typing that.
Okay, so he leaves his. Okay.
Darren, what is the condition stunned again? What can and can't I do?
You're in combat, I believe you can't take any actions, and you just have to wait till the end of your turn. But it's a case of for a round in quotations, Isadora is stunned, but she kind of reads herself. But if this was combat, you'd be stunned for a round, and you have to save again. But it's not combat, so you're just stunned for a couple of seconds, and you're kind of regain your composure.
Okay, she's going to step down slowly and just quietly start preparing the thing.
Yeah, I guess if Risbit and Esme leave theirs, I guess we've got the four of them and we're putting them together.
Yeah, cool. Basically, so you guys are helping Coda, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have int rolls, please?
Yep.
And if they roll well, Coda, you can roll with advantage.
Nice.
Risbit, you can hear the screams now, and they're dying out one by one.
Oh god, okay,
And the door is also denting heavy and hard.
Should I try and open the door?
No.
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 Well, I also got a 20, so...
Oh shit! Damn.
Not a nat 20, not a nat 20, sorry.
Cool, yeah, 100%. Coda, you have primed the device.
Cool.
You near but push down the chemical capsule to initiate the countdown.
Hey, so let's do the thing and get out of here.
And what if whatever's on the other side of that door prevents us from leaving? We only have a few minutes when this thing's set.
Then let's stop talking, set it, and start running.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
It'll be like the end of Resident Evil.
Literally all of the Resident Evils, Esme starts running.
Yeah, I'll press down the thingy and arm it.
Icarus, as your hand descends, the burning blade slice from one end of the door to the other comes up, as if in opposite synchronization. Risbit, before you see the giant door, the metal is, melted and sliced. It comes up, then comes down and up again and forms an X. And the last subtle scream. Yes, the device is armed.
Okay. An X.
So it's okay, guys. Oh, a giant X, yes. This X is covering like a gargantuan door. And the final scream dies out as the door is crushed inwards towards you, like bits of it go out as the final Warforged resistance body is like flung through it.
No.
Oh.
And standing before you is a humanoid, no taller than any man. Wide-shouldered armor, weird buzzing mechanical device in his chest, almost like a crystal is rotating it. Kind of like a Tony Stark device, actually, almost. Standing in front of you guys with a glaive. Well, what looks like a tall glaive. The edge of this glaive burns bright red as if molten metal. It slowly rests one hand on it and like leans it towards it. And it just says, bow.
No.
Oh
Don't-
boy, you're one of
don't do
those,
that.
huh?
So Rizbit just says no.
Pretty much.
Come to reclaim what you feel is rightfully yours.
Is that directed at me?
It's more just yelled at the group of people that is the party.
Oh, fair enough.
Like he's straight up like, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, this individual is wearing kind of like knight armor almost. But where the lower half of the like plate-mail kind of jaw of the helmet is, it's kind of like just red cloth, like dangling down. And there is a streak of what looks like red paintbrush mark almost across like the forehead / face plate of the armor. You can see like what looks like the light glistening off eyes behind the like through the holes kind of thing. But yeah, guys, are you coming to reclaim what you believe is rightfully yours?
Is this? We're here to blow something up.
Wiping your sins of the world clean.
No, my sins
These
are.
are your sins. Whatever you did to get this, they're your sins.
We merely followed the breadcrumbs left by you.
This sounds like a misunderstanding. So wait, are you a bad guy? Or hold on? Do you work for the Queen?
Esme, as you ask that, you can see like the glisten of what looks like an odd, almost distorted version of the hand sigil on the individual's left breast area.
Oh, okay. Esme just looks back to the party. He's like, "Oh, it's fine. He's evil. Go get him, Elizabeth."
Can I charge him?
Hey, Corey, yeah. If that is your action, friend. We'll have Rizbit charge him, then we'll roll initiative.
Cool. So as I charge him to attack him, I want to cast Blinding Smite on myself.
Blinding smite?
Yep.
Oh, you're buffing your weapon to do a
The
blinding
best
Is it
smite.
rock and roll?
Yeah, it's a really cool move.
So I'm gonna swing at him twice.
Cool. As you step up close to him, the glaive springs straight up from the ground and slices you once as you approach. 20 versus AC, Rizbit.
Oh boy.
20 is a match.
So attacker wins.
I got a 29 and a 15.
15 misses, 29 hit. Rizbit, you take 13 slashing damage. Technically magical, I can't remember what your armor is, but it's a case of like getting around resistance and that sort of thing. But essentially, as this thing swings past you, like, you know, the pauldron, your left kind of pauldron, as you're swinging your maul in, you see like a chunk of it's just like sliced clean. This thing collides through the metal as if it's not like a hop through butter.
Oh god.
But yes, so yeah, that hits. So give me your damage, and we'll have initiative.
23 damage. Can he make a Constitution saving throw, please?
14.
That's what the TC is, so I'm not sure how that works.
Saver wins.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. That was a great idea. But that's great fucking damage, also. So initiative, please, after all that.
Oh boy.
Guys,
Okay.
have I told you lately that I hate Esme?
Yeah, pretty much all the
Every
time.
week, yeah.
Like, she's garbage.
Starting us off is Coda.
Cool. I'm gonna step around this trap, but I can still make it about 6 squares, so I'm gonna just move over here. And I'm going to take 2 sharpshooter, use 2 grit points to get advantage on them both.
Dearest Coda,
Yes?
you will use sharpshooter, but you will not have advantage.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Uh, 24 hits, 13. As the bullet whizzes towards them, you see it simply 10 feet away from this individual. It just curves off and around.
Oh, he's got some sort of ranged thingy. Or he's just, I'm bad at shooting. I don't know, one of those.
No,
You're
it's
so bad, it
it's
didn't even hit.
it's blatantly going towards him, and then
Yeah.
it just veers.
Okay, so that's 25 damage.
Oh, excellent! Fuck, nice, well done.
I will save my action surge. I'm done.
Rock and roll. It is this individual's go. He's going to attack you. Really.
Okay.
So there's a 12, a 23, and a 9.
23 hits.
Cool. That he like slices upwards, downward, and he's kind of like trying to butt you in the face with the end of his glaive. Nine slashing damage. And again, it's a case of like he swings down to the right, and like a little bit of your armor gets nicked off. Not a lot, but enough that it's kind of like. Isadora.
Am I still stunned?
Say that again.
Am I still stunned?
No. That passed. You're ready to run.
Is it safe to assume that this giant behemoth is wearing armor?
It is indeed.
Cool. I cast heat metal at 3rd level.
Rock and roll.
Nice.
Does he save, or
Nope.
does it just instantly happen?
No save.
Rock and roll. Roll me that damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, no, you see this thing's armor starts to heat up, and it's not looking too nice. Looking, you hear singeing. You can straight up hear the as if like a searing hot piece of metal had just been pressed against flesh, kind of thing. Like it's like sizzling in your guys' ears. Is that all, Amy?
Yep.
Cool. Ian, you're up.
Okay. Hold on. Music.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm gonna utter my vow of enmity on this guy.
Okay. Cool.
22 and 17.
22 hits.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him once, and just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him once.
Rock and roll.
15 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that all you're doing?
That is all I wish to do.
Esme.
Esme flirps up a little bit closer and is going to take 2 shots at the scary man.
With disadvantage, if you please.
Is it all
Oh,
ranged
no.
attacks or disadvantage?
It seems to be gearing
Yeah.
towards that.
I cannot benefit from sneak attack.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, man.
I hate you, Darren.
Uh,
Was 30
what? 13 does not. As the golden arrow of Pelor flies towards this individual, it gets within about 10 feet and veers around them. Curves perfectly as if a sphere was in its way. So I reloaded because Esme's icon is different on the tiny one, but not on the big one.
Yeah.
I'm curious. But sorry, yes.
Esme will actually just take out the rapier instead and walk closer.
Yeah, that's cool. Coda, you're up.
Okay, I'll use my last grip point to cancel out the disadvantage on the first shot, and then we'll see where we stand. Nope.
Again, veers around him, striking the door behind him.
Fuck. Oh god, if I have disadvantage, I'm gonna be useless. I'm just gonna have misfire. So I guess I'll use my move to just try and get closer to him.
Rock and roll, buddy. That all, yeah?
That's as far as I can get. Yep, that's all I can do.
This individual skirts around Risbit. 1 attack at Risbit, 2 attacks at Coda.
Oh, he can reach. Oh god.
The glaive.
Glaive is a reach, yeah.
Yeah.
A 13 and an 18 versus Coda. I can't
Both
imagine
miss.
13. Both miss. Cool. Isadora.
First things first, I'm going to try cast Ray of Frost. Is that with disadvantage?
It is indeed, friendo.
Okay.
Darren knew exactly how to cripple 3/4 of this party. It just being sprayed. Like Risbit is the only effective one right now.
Yeah.
We need to have some sort of training montage where we all get really buff and use swords.
Really buff.
The non-existent video game counter continues to tick down.
Oh god, yeah, that's also a problem.
Yeah, again...
Well, at least it
like
didn't matter if you
others,
get disadvantage
curves.
or not.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to keep doing the heat metal damage.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a
Does he roll at all against that?
Let me double check.
That is so cool, that's a bonus action.
It says until the spell ends.
Rock and roll. No, that's cool.
Like if he took off his armor.
Yeah. He ain't got 10 minutes for that. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll be
again,
exploded in 5 minutes. He doesn't have time.
The sizzling, bubbling sound of clearly cooking meat hits your guys' ears. That was Izzy. Is that all Amy said?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Risbit, you're.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 seconds. I had it here a second ago. Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
So I get an extra 6 on him whenever I do hit.
It really adds up. You don't think a d6, but if you hit 3 times and add 3d6, it's very nice.
Both hit.
I've gotten 19 several times now.
Yeah, same.
And I'm gonna add 2 level 1 smites to this. I'm assuming he's not an undead.
You would be correct.
He's just a gross man in lots of armor.
47
Nice.
damage, Darren.
Rock and roll. Yeah, this individual is clearly hunched over and not feeling the greatest. The greatest. The best.
The crest.
Is it all? Yeah, is that all you? Okay, Esme, you're up.
I'm ready. And
16 versus AC, Esme.
It fucking misses, you fucking punk.
Okay.
Esme
So is
fucking
that...
commits seppuku.
Right there.
Impales
Is
herself
that
on the
all?
glaive.
That all, oh boy? I'm assuming it is. Coda.
Do I have to take the opportunity attack?
Why are you inside him?
I'm
No,
not
because
inside
you were
him.
already in his reach.
Okay, so I'll hit him twice with my rapier.
Wait, are you not inside him?
Not on my screen.
Nope, not on my screen.
No.
then,
Okay, so
Miss
those
Clara.
are terrible.
Yeah,
Is that?
no, you're not.
What is going on, lad? It's grand. Doesn't matter.
That's
Just
really
play
weird
some-
because like I'm a square away from. Anyway, yeah, so I miss. No, fuck it. I'll action surge and try and hit him twice more. Oh my god! Like the fact the highest of 4 rolls was an 8. Coda, please. Does 17?
Yeah.
hit?
Nope.
Oh, great, cool.
You hear this individual mutters like, "Together at last," and it's basically going to be like slice towards Risbit, spins it around, slices through Esme, butt in the face. 21 versus you, Coda, or Esme, sorry.
Yes.
12 slashing damage.
Gonna reduce that with my
Evade.
my uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
Cool. Isadora.
How is
Or
everybody?
evasion, whichever.
How does like everybody look?
I'm
Are
on
people
full.
flagging?
I'm on full.
I'm fine.
And then I'm going.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
I'm going to try cast Ray of Frost again.
Rock and roll.
And in my little hidey corner.
Yeah, you have a nice little place over there. He's not gonna hit you with his glaive. His reach isn't that far.
It's an extendable glaive.
Yeah, he just presses a button and it just shoots out.
You just zoops. Ugh, 11 doesn't hit.
No.
But I'm going to keep up the. Oops, what should I do? I'm going to keep up the heat metal damage. So 8.
Rock and roll. Oh, this person is not feeling good. You can hear the sizzling getting to unimaginable heights at this point. Rock and roll. Okay, Risbit.
Same
Kill
again.
him.
Two attacks.
Go for it, bud.
21, 22.
Nice.
It hit.
Cool. My hunter's mark is still on, so.
Kill him. Kill him.
Please.
Please make him
Sorry,
not
that's meant
live
to be
anymore.
plus another 6, so that's actually 31 damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Risbit swings in, like, into the ribs, crush. You hear crunching and breaking. And swings in and, like, spins and wallops in the head, and, like, the helmet dents in, and blood and teeth go out from the, like, shawl cloth thing. And you see, like, blood starts pouring out of pretty much this place.
And he's still standing. Oh no.
No, excellent.
You hear the faint dying whispers of him saying, "So I've been denied entrance into Eden. Can everyone that isn't Isadora make a wisdom saving throw?"
Why?
You guys have +2, I think it is, from being near me. Yeah, +2.
Well done, buddy.
Wisdom, yeah, Des?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Nice.
Twinsies,
As
Risbit.
this individual, like,
Ride together, die together.
Yeah.
the glaive collapses to the ground, and this device, this like sphere thing that you can see, starts spinning uncontrollably. And this individual,
Oh, the thing in his chest.
yeah, the thing in his chest, and it starts to like go faster and faster, and it starts to glow. Coda, Risbit,
Uh-huh.
you can't move.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Esme, you can feel yourself like you got the moves, but you see this thing spinning closer and closer in his chest, and it's like almost starting to, like, you can see sparks are igniting in this like kind of like glass chamber that this thing is in, and it's not looking too good.
So I look at them. They clearly cannot move.
Yeah, like Coda's like arm is in like kind of like a mid, like or like stabbing. It's like dropping the rapier to be like, I'll be in a better position, but like it's kind of like stopped mid animation. Same with Riz, but it's like thump, and then when he's brought his maul down for like kind of like a rest position for like the next strike, he's kind of stopped midair, and you can see their eyes are darting and their mouths are kind of like agape, like I can't move.
Isadora.
What?
They can't move, and I think he's about to explode. So I'm gonna toss him towards the big scary machine. We need to get these guys out of here.
You're gonna toss who towards where?
I'm gonna toss the man towards the machine. Can you use? Does Isadora have Thunderwave?
Yes.
You're gonna
Do you want
thunderwave
to
our asses
Thunderwave
out
our
the
friend
door.
Isadora?
No.
Do
I
it.
have
Well, I'm gonna. Esme takes a stern tone and she says, "Well, they can't move otherwise, so do it." And
No,
Esme's
I
gonna
have
try and like
another idea.
swing the man away.
I can find the fucking thing now. Darren, is it like magic that's holding them? Like, can I tell?
It seems to be like frozen, and like you've definitely seen people been under the influence of whole person and stuff.
Okay, I want to try to spell it.
Yeah, cool. Does spell magic, is it a blanket, or do you have to go like boom boom, like basically burn 2 slots?
It's one magical effect, and that's just one effect. So technically, we get the both of us. Like it would dispel that spell. Whatever spell is holding us would be dispelled.
Yeah, it's an effect within range.
Yeah, but it's an effect per entity, like per creature.
No, choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
Ah, interesting.
So she
Okay,
can just
yeah,
target
no.
the effect.
Yeah, all right, cool. It burns. You can move. What do you do?
Run away from
Darren, I
that
pick
fucking
up the
corpse.
blade and we run away.
Let's go, let's
Yeah,
go!
we run.
Like, the things have already been set, right?
Yeah, it's going. It's ticking down.
Yeah, cool. When you run out into the courtyard, bodies are strewn about the place. Warforged corpses are sliced up left, right, and center. Leaning against the wall of the entrance to the large gate that seems to have basically a large square been sliced through the bars, most likely by the individual you just defeated, is Bulkhead Bill. Clearly an arm missing, and like a large portion of his side has been like cut out due to this thing, but he's like essentially like coughing and like coughing like as much as a machine, like you know anyway, moving on, fucking goddamn. But yeah,
But is he alive?
yeah, like he's kind of leaning up against the wall kind of thing, like he's coughing up oil, so to speak. Like his hat's gone, he's like, what the fuck was that thing?
It's dead now. Can you stand?
Less talking, more running.
Yeah, I want to try help him to his feet.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, basically like a strength check to pull him up kind of thing.
17.
17, yep, yeah, Izzy's like, come on, man, like, rips him up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna help him along.
He's like, we need to get the hell out of here. We need to get to one of the safe houses.
Let's go, let's go! Where are they? Let's go.
And he basically starts directing you guys down the streets, like, go here, that kind of thing. And like, he's directing you guys away from the fighting, and he's kind of directing you guys more towards this way, like into the front of the, like towards the bank / the like park. And after a couple of minutes, the city quakes. Like, it almost feels like the cobbles beneath your feet are about to like, erupt up. But from the direction you have came from. Like the game? What?
Like the game Quake.
Oh, right. John was it? Yes. The cobbles shake, the buildings shake. You see glass ripple, like, wiggle from the force. And the area that you were once in is engulfed in a pillar of blue light. You see, like, it is completely decimated, and the clouds themselves have appeared and are forming actually a tornado down into this thing, that area, that warehouse that you were near. and you can see like a tornado of souls, as it were, like screaming, like rising to the sky, and they're just wailing, screaming, and lashing out, and it's just like hundreds upon hundreds of these things just going round and round and round up into the sky. Lightning shoots everywhere, flames. It's like it almost looks like the end of days. A miasma of like sulfur. Darren, yes. Is this light blue familiar? Incredibly so. It's the type of blue light Esme that would probably like shake Esme to her core. And yes,
Is this an Esme specific thing, or this is
no? You
all
guys
of us?
would know it too. It's essentially the same kind of blue light Kado's magic.
Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and like this thing, like bits of almost the city block that this warehouse was a part of starts to disconnect, like breaks and starts going up into this like tomb. Like bits of houses and buildings are like wrapped up and going around. You actually see a part of like you see the iron will tries its best to fly out of the way, kind of thing. Like it's like moving out of its range and it's straining, and you see like chunks of it kind of like fly off. And it's just like, it's almost like the sky itself is screaming in agony. Like when the souls rise up, they hit the clouds and they shoot out, they're dispersed from the clouds, but it doesn't seem like the same. They're almost like enlarged when they hit the sky, which is a really odd thing. That like the second they hit the top of it all, they enlarge and go something like shoot out left, right, center, like all over the place, sent out across the ether. A miasma of like sulfur like just washes over the city and burns through the nostrils. Like buildings are quaking. You can see some people are like coming to the windows, like look at what the sirens are going crazy. You can hear the eye towers of the hand like ignite, and like they're shooting like flares up into the sky. The whole city has been woken up, and Bill is just like, this is good, but this is bad. This is
just keep directing us.
Like down here, and he's like pushing left and right. Like the whole city is shaking, and when you run down an alleyway to the left, it almost like the axis of everything kind of tilts ever so slightly to the right, and then it reverses, and like it's a case of like if suddenly everything was on a slope to the right, you kind of like feel yourself like falling slightly to the right, like, whoa, and then it stables itself again. As you round the corner, there is a patrol in front of you, and Bill is like, we have to get over there, and he points to like essentially an alleyway that's on the opposite side of these people, and they're like, like calm down, it's just swords at the ready, like they're kind of gearing up. This like into this kind of like probably sergeant or lieutenant is gearing up, privates, that kind of thing. He's like, this is what we signed up for. Like he's and like the sky is not calming down.
Darren,
sky's
sorry.
Angry. No.
Would I be able to use thaumaturgy to kind of make a tremor and a loud kind of explosion noise off in the other direction from where Bill needs to go, as if like kind of mimicking the sound that's just happened from that explosion? So like if there's another blast happening nearby down another road, so they
that's quick thinking. That's good, well done. Here, and like the higher rank officer is like, oh my god, come on, and they all kind of like leg it down. They run off, and Bill is like, oh, let's go. And kind of just for you guys to go forward. And he's like, oh, there's a building in here somewhere. We need to get through one of the doors, and there's like a row of doors.
Which one?
And he looks for the one with like, and he basically draws like this weird like a Q. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll draw it on the board. I'll put it right beside the M slums. Nope, that's wrong.
While you're drawing it, can I roll perception and see if I can look out for it?
Yep.
I'll do the same. No, never mind, you're fine. Oh.
Just a little like kind of like when Gandalf inscribes the door, it's got that really faint blue line kind of thing to it. Really, really dull. It's the type of thing that you probably don't realize until you're looking for it, sort of thing. But yeah, Coda, you guys are running down, like jumping over trash cans, kind of thing, like cobbles, and you spot it, and you're like, oh, here it is, and he's like, okay, we'll go in there, and you guys push in, and it just looks like an abandoned shack. It looks like pretty much like a crack then, almost, and he like points at the bookshelf and he's like, okay, behind that I can't move it, but you gotta move it. And essentially, guys, there is a lot of crap in your way. Strength check, please.
From everyone?
Anyone who's I'm not going to say Izzy because unless Izzy
Yeah.
puts them
No,
down.
he's-
One.
Unless they need the help, I'm holding
Lucky
up Bill.
13.
Yeah. Yeah, no, between the two of you, it's a case of like, Coda's like, we'll move this over here, and Rizbit's just like one-handed, like, out of the way, bookshelf. And it flips over, and like everything, like the ground has still, like the whole city has not stopped shaking. And blue lights, and like from the doorway behind you guys, like it's straight up like a strobe light, like piercingly so, like like epilepsy warning if this was like a music video kind of thing. And like it's like white and blue lights just going insane. Like it's like it sounds like the world is ending outside the door. And when you push, when Coda and Rizbit, when you guys push this thing open, there is kind of back room, and there is a door with a really intricate locking mechanism. And you see Bill is kind of like fumbling at his like coat to kind of like do it, but like he's kind of like clearly lost like a lot of like health essentially, and he's kind of like fumbling, and like you can see his eyes are getting heavy kind of thing, and he's not feeling too great. He looks like he needs a bit of help.
Can I cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If even just to like stem whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
I've always wondered how that works in Warforged.
I mean, I think the official ruling is that like
It
they
doesn't.
don't.
Yeah.
It's like a quarter of the healing, but we've never ran with it, and I don't really.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I'm like it's all. But yeah, okay, shit, nice, well done. Damn, +6, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I'm just not going to mention it.
No, it was a case of the only way that we could have given away Izzy's secret quicker was that. Then I was like, fuck, I don't care. I've to be fair, I've thrown out a lot of the Warforged apparent canon rules, so I don't give a shit.
So fucking
yeah, it'd be great. So anyway, you kind of like kind of give him a top up, and he's like, oh, and he pulls out this weird key, and he's like, and he throws it to like Coda, and he's like, just in the door to the right once, and then all the way to the left.
I do the thing.
The house quakes. Can I get deck save so people kind of don't fall over and like bits of the roof start coming down? Not like massive chunks, but enough to kind of hit you. Not that it's like completely going to bury you, but it's like it's going to hit you in the head. Right, yeah. Esme, Isadora, you're fine. One second.
And I'm like, I'll hunch over Bill a little bit, so
yeah. Coda, Rizbit, you take 6 bludgeoning damage as like basically just debris falls and smacks you in the head, kind of. But you get the door open. After that, you follow his instructions. It's grand. Before you is what kind of looks like a similar enough exit entryway you came up before in the game where you came to the sewers.
Yeah.
That kind of like weird behind the scenes metal room kind of thing. And he's like, come on, in. Kind of thing. So like
yeah.
Yeah, go
yeah. And he's like, you gotta lock the door behind us.
I'll lock the door.
Cool, yeah, essentially there's a massive ladder before you go.
We going down?
Yeah.
Going down? Well, like it's pretty much the only way forward is down.
Okay.
Isadora, you will have disadvantage on the athletics check. Because you're helping Bill, who has 1 arm.
Do y'all make athletics checks?
No, it's mainly just because
okay.
he's helping Bill.
Can any of us do anything to aid her? No, never mind.
No, at the minute, no. It's a case of Izzy. When you kind of get near the end, Bill kind of falls and like yelps, kind of thing.
Sorry.
But like it's a case. Yeah, he's like, it's kid. It's fine. He kind of gets up and he's kind of like, go. Before you is a large hallway again with like the kind of same pipes before, but these pipes are like wobbling like a motherfucker. These are tremoring like crazy. And he's like, mind your head, the steam will like, even for us, it's pretty dangerous. And he's like, especially for you guys with skin kind of thing. So can I have a deck save, please? Izzy, I'm going to say as much as he's kind of wounded, he can kind of like sneak through, like bend through.
Is it Dex?
Yep.
Wait, What is she talking about?
It's one of those things that Esme just keeps from the party, you know, like everything Esme does, you know? You remember? You know?
Rizbit!
Yeah.
As you're like kind of like crouching under this thing, oddly enough, man, you the smallest of people. Like this like burst of steam, it's almost like it's like your arch nemesis. It's coming for Rizbit. But I'm pretty sure you'll be fine, actually, if I remember correctly. But you take a total of a 3 fire damage, essentially.
And you're
Heat
resistant,
damage,
right?
but
I'm resistant.
I'm pretty sure you're resistant. Yeah, so it doesn't fucking hurt. So you take one
Like
more
one.
fire damage, isn't it?
I'm unconscious now. No, I'm only missing.
Yeah, you guys press forward and forward. You're going down step. This like small kind of like almost bunker tunnel like feels like it's going to collapse in at any moment. But these pipes are going ape shit. Wisdom saves all, please.
Ugh.
You've all got +2 near me.
Okay. Thank you.
19.
That's such a good. Does that go up, Ian? I can't remember. Or is it your charisma?
I think it goes up based on charisma, right?
Based off of my charisma.
Ah, nice. Cool. Yeah, no, these are all fine.
Nice.
These are grand. The pipes don't giggle.
Oh, good.
Good to hear.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is this like a big, long, endless hallway? Do we see any like, ways off it?
It's a long ass, like it's a descent. You can feel yourself on a slope. You're clearly going down. Like it's the great descent. Trademark. As you go, it's a case of like there's a wallop, a ripple, and it doesn't feel too great. Like it's a case of like the whole place shakes and you kind of like brace up against the wall. Not much that you fall over, but like when you fall over, it's almost like shadows on the wall get elongated and come out to the side ever so slightly and then slap back in. Anyone with motion sickness, if this was a bloody movie, would be vomit. This would be handheld galore. Essentially, you guys run forward, and there is a way forward which seems to continue, or there's a way to your right, but it almost looks kind of like an impromptu garbage chute. Like it just seems like a hole that you jump down into, and there's like you can hear running water, and Bill's like, "We gotta go down that way," and he points to the hole.
Okay,
Yep,
why?
I'm in.
Oh, fine.
You kids can swim, right?
Yes.
I'll try.
Actually, would she know how to swim? Never mind.
I mean, she doesn't need to
you can't
breathe,
drown.
so
You
technically it's fine.
Like that one scene from Pirates where they're just kind of along
Walking along the bottom, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be weighed right down to the bottom. You can just walk.
Thanks. Okay.
You're a robot.
Wow.
Out of character. You're a robot.
Those of you who are essentially following Bill's lead, can't believe we're about to break it. When you guys land in the water, do you guys follow Bill through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. Strength save throws with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Do we
Hey,
still get
Rizbit, do we get a
+2?
bonus?
Yeah, you get +2 still.
Cool.
Oh boy, look at that. Look
Wow,
at that. Look
polar
at
opposites.
that. Look at that.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna drown. Okay, bye.
Oof.
That okay, bye. Which just sounded like okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
know, just like tell my fiance I'm sorry and stuff. It's fine. Whatever.
Would you relax, you boss? You won't drown. You're going to get eaten. Relax.
Oh, that's much better.
And Firefly. It's like, oh, I know you think we're going to suffocate, but we'll freeze to death first. It's like, thanks. But yes, when you guys hit the water, the dark, murky water, it's devilishly concealed at how fast the current is. So it's a case of when you go down, you go boom, like your legs are taken from underneath you, kind of thing. Coda, you're underneath. Have a con save, please.
How deep is the water?
It doesn't feel like there's much of an end to it.
That's not
It
so
seems
bad.
you guys are essentially being carried by this colossal current. Izzy, you're a little bit underneath
okay.
you're just under the edge of it, kind of thing. But like you're slowly sinking. But this thing's current is fucking strong.
Okay.
Yeah, Coda, you can hold your breath pretty well to the point where like you can resurface with. It's a bit difficult, but like as you do. You guys are like crashing left and right, and as you go left and right and bank, and you essentially going down the world's scariest water slide. Like it starts to get intense, like the ground starts to quake, shake, and your head start to hurt a little bit. A familiar tingle, as if.
We did this on here.
And like a influx and like strobe light effect almost of like really hyper saturated, like very saturated, very neon, like red and green blue starts going crazy. And you're slapping to the left and slapping to the right of the water. And like again, the shadows kind of elongate out of the wall and it snap back in, and it's kind of like something, almost like two things are fighting for dominance, and you guys are caught in the middle of it. And it's like smashing left, right, center. You're going under the water. It's like not fun. And then after about maybe 20, 30 seconds of this, that seems way longer than it should. You guys like come spinning out of this tube. And you smash, and it's kind of sore. Like it's a case to the point where like everybody takes 1 damage, kind of thing, because it's sore. You land utterly, but it's like 2 feet of water, kind of thing. Like there's drains everywhere to drain all this water wherever it's rushing from. But you guys land on the grate, and it's like boom when you slide across on your face, sort of thing. And it's not ideal. And Isidore, hey, the quaking seems to have stopped. The ringing in your ears is still kind of going, but that seems to be just more like leftover
from being
Bill is
kind of like around.
Yeah, essentially between all the crazy shit that's happened and that, it's just not nice. But yeah, Bill is lying on his back, and you can see he's like kind of like, oh god, kind of thing. Like even though like he doesn't need to breathe, you can see he exhales like, and like water spits out, and he's like, fuck. And like you hear him like, everyone okay?
Yeah. Why did we have to go this way? Again?
It's a shortcut. It's usually not that bad, though. And he like slowly stands, and you look like this wide open area, kind of like clean. Well, not clean, but it's like like flush metal walls, and like clearly like a lot of water stains. Water clearly gets through this area. And he's like, come on. He like slowly is hobbling towards like this small grate that looks like you'd probably need like Rizbit to just kind of prop it up.
Where the hell are we?
He's like, we're under the city, and we're safe, and we're going to one of the home bases because we can't risk getting pulled up and questioned by any mind delving mages. So we're gonna just gonna lay low in one of our safes. Because no offense, kids, these are pretty good. I like the cut of your jib, but oh boy, you gotta lay low for a while.
Yeah, pretty sure we just exploded something that also powers Seekers.
It's like, well, that's not very well. That's a victory, I suppose.
I mean, no, because I'm pretty sure all of the Screaming Souls were people once. I don't know. I feel like
it matters if well.
But now they're not going to be used.
Well, yeah, they're not trapped
exactly. Anymore. They're free to go about and evidently make water go faster because fuck us, I guess. Yeah, save a bunch of people and hey, they try to kill you. He kind of like does like a really kind of like, fuck, I'm dying. And like kind of tries to prop open the gate, but essentially looks at Rizbit because Rizbit is muscles.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, strength, please.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Rizbit's still...
I'll do it.
Yeah. Wow. I'll do it?
No, I'll do it.
Wait, are you not holding Bill?
I'm Spartacus.
Are
Wait,
you not...
know what we're rolling for?
Oh, what?
Strength.
No, you're
Crumple
holding.
Bill.
No, this is probably open the grate. You're holding Bill. I thought.
No, Bill is kind of like half standing on his own, kind of like falling
okay.
into the
So do you
walls
want to
and
open the
Then I'll
grate
do
then?
it, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will open the grate.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's essentially between all of you. You prop open the gate, prop open the grate kind of high. It's like on the wall, sort of thing, like a little pipe. Kind of looks like it's about like 10 feet tall, maybe 8 if you wanted to split hairs. But you like once Izzy gets it up, Bill can kind of cut it, and like once it's up, he's kind of able to sustain it up, and he's like, "Come on in, quick!" Still, like kind of like you can see what like as he's speaking, water's pouring out of his mouth, but obviously it doesn't affect him. But it's kind of really weird. He's kind of going really. Yeah, you guys, I'm assuming, follow his orders, and
Yeah.
he gets in and closes the gate, closes the grate like hard behind you, kind of thing. And he's like, "Yeah, no, these old passageways are vast and almost infinite, and all of them lead near enough back to the same old spot." And as he rounds the corner and stuff, like, he's like, "Just like everyone's going to be on high alert. Let me do the talking, all right?"
Sure. Oh, I better get rid of and she dispels the seeming.
Ah, yes. Good. You all look, you like you normally do. No longer like generic clergymen and clergy people. 1 through 4. And as you guys round the corner, there is kind of looks like just a big iron door, and he pushes through, and the walls don't match the floor. Like it's kind of like really weird. It's almost like stone and metal integrate, and there's no kind of way of knowing which or where. At one ends, the other begins. That sort of thing. And you're in a large open, like a cave system almost. And straight ahead is what looks like the entranceway to a cathedral, like doors, like church doors. Those kind of like Gothic Romanesque, Gothic style curved lips or tops. And he goes up to him and pushes them with like not with ease, but pushes them open with his like one good arm. Mm-hmm. You guys are in what looks like the remnants of an old church, like an old, pretty much like a Gothic cathedral. It's kind of almost tilted like if it's been sunken slightly on its side. But it's not. But like the dirt that's kind of bubbled up. If it did sink, has kind of leveled out the ground, that sort of thing. So you're walking forward, and as you guys walk forward, like fucking tapestry lights light up and are blinding you. Like they're all like looks like polished metal and stuff with like these burning bright, like almost phosphorus looking lights. And they're like shining right at you guys, and like instinctively your like hand has to go up, and it's like nearly impossible to pierce through the light, kind of thing. And you just hear like a voice, be like, "Is that you, Bill?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's me. I'm kind of dying here." And it's like, "What you bringing some skin jobs with you for?" He's like, "They're with me. If we come on, we need aid. Come on."
Also, not a skin job.
And he's just like, "Oh. What say you, skin jobs? You cool?"
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah.
We're not narcs.
Like,
we got weed.
Coda says nothing because, like, definitely not cool, but like,
it's just that entire scene from Dazed and Confused. Like, you gotta enjoy it. No, it'd be cooler if you did. Anyone who spoke, like, basically responded. I can have persuasion checks.
Sure.
I didn't say anything. I know I'm not cool. It would be a lie to say I am cool.
I
Yeah, they
am not the coolest.
like Brisbane's like, "I'm pretty cool," and he's like, "We're all cool. It's fine. It's fine. We're all cool." Yeah, and like the lights kind of lower, and you see like you see several Warforged dwarves and elves all in like a collection of clothes. Like again, it's like there's no straight up uniform. Everyone's kind of all wearing, "This is my armor I brought home." All got like massive, big, like chunky crossbows aimed at you, and like, "All right, come on." And like they gesture to like essentially a ladder that's quite near them to climb up. It seems like there's almost like one of the pipes that you guys just climbed through, like almost like glitched into the wall behind them almost. And they're like, "Come on." And like a lot of them like don't keep them trained, but like the aiming of the crossbows low enough to be like, "We're not gonna shoot you," but it's low enough that they can jolt it up if they had to shoot you, like that kind of thing. Like it's I think
literally what
Probably.
happened.
Yeah, that's like the whole lore of this universe. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys essentially climb the ladder and like they help Bill up. Like, you know, Bill starts to climb
Yeah.
up slowly and they like kind of grab him and like, come on. And yeah, you guys are led through the pipe and down some stairs. And again, the pipes, smaller pipes, the walls are kind of like wiggling a little bit as if like, you know, the rhythm is kind of stopped. Like, you know, the ripple effect is kind of ceasing. But you go like as you guys walk, you are passing like guards, like massive, like they've got like pretty solid looking. They actually, Esme, you would know straight away when you see them. They've got those same long swords from those warehouses. These look like straight up like liberated kind of like weapons, like really clean, like really nice long swords. Probably don't get a lot of use down here. You never know. But you're passing through, and like loads of guards. Like this hallways are lined with them, and there's a big blast door at the end. Like two big chunky Warforged sit there with like their crossbows are so they kind of look like tree chunks almost. These things are fucking gigantic. They look like they'd shoot like almost javelins at you, more so than crossbow bolts. These things are big, bulky motherfuckers.
Do these look anything like the Warforged that are like attached to the walls of Yuria? Or are they much smaller than that?
Oh no! The ones that are attached to the walls of Yuria are like the size of buildings.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You know, these guys are just kind of like they'd be considered like large creatures,
Yeah.
like that sort of thing. Actually, like the ones that saved, well, I can't remember if they straight up saved you, but they were with you in Dagnum, the huge dudes that just had the shields.
Yeah.
The big huge guys who propped up the buildings and stuff when they were collapsing, that sort of thing. These look like kind of like for lack of a better expression, like an earlier model, that kind of, kind of a bit more rough around the edges, real 80s aesthetic kind of thing for robots. But yeah, they kind of nod when they see Bill and these like two Warforged and elf people that are talking to Bill, kind of like in hushed tones, kind of like. And they kind of nod and the door opens. No one really says anything about you guys, but you guys are essentially led into like this wide open cavern that kind of has like metal struts coming down again, almost like stone and metal have kind of abruptly joined for no good reason. It's like, why would you put that there? But there is desks, maps, everything. It's like the minor room you guys saw back at the small outpost, the forward outpost. But this thing is vast and huge, and there's guards everywhere. People are like, you know, what the hell was that? It's like, I don't know what it was. No one's coming in. Have you heard from anything? And it's all an uproar. But one of the elves just looks at you guys and they're just like, welcome to the resistance, kids. And Bill kind of like looks to you guys and gives you like a very like almost fatherly like approval like nod kind of thing and smile. And kind of says, let's go get patched up. And he basically leads you guys into like through the large open area, and people are going apeshit, like throwing files, like, oh, what the fuck? We got no reports. Everyone's freaking out over whatever the fuck just happened in the city. And you guys are basically brought into like what looks like kind of like a triage center, like somewhere that repairs a lot of it. The two Warforged people are dressed in like pretty much like generic like nurse outfits, got the red pluses on them and stuff. And they're like, oh wow, they're like, oh, Bill, and they're like, oh, Bill, you're bleeding, kind of thing, and they lead him over. It's like, just easy. And one of the Warforged tends to him, and one of the others is like, oh hi, are any of you hurt?
I'm fine. Guys?
No, I'm fine.
Fine.
Pretty beat up.
Yeah, like it's a case of like you can see the other nurses tending to Bill with like essentially like hair kits for machines, but this nurse clearly like seeing you guys are not Warforged is clearly like, you know, pulling out like healers kits, like something typically you'd see like to help organic life. And she's like, any of you are hurt, just sit on the edge of the bed. I'll get you one by one. You aren't fatal or anything. You're bleeding out to death or anything.
No.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So she basically sits you guys down and goes one by one, and yeah, we'll leave it there. But it's a case of you guys get patched up to like essentially brought back up to max HP, that kind of thing. Not like full rest mode. It's just you are healed. And she tells you her name is Nurse Joy. Yeah, we'll leave it there, guys, because I just realized the clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's really cool.
Good game, guys.
Good game, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that was so high octane. Holy shit.
Esme politely refused the ooh.
You are getting so fucking
You are
interrogated.
just the worst.
Alone. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, I
What?
get fucking shouted at for keeping shit. You are getting shouted at too.
Oh well, I actually didn't see any of Neil's messages. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh yeah, okay, I stopped the stream. I stopped the stream.
really uncomfortable.
Good night, guys.
About the whole genocide thing?
Nice.
About the whole
Night,
what?
the genocide
Yeah,
thing?
she's having a lot of complex emotions with where she is right now, and she's
Isn't she always?
no, like this is weird because I'm thinking about what she would be thinking about, and I remember many moons ago, back when Axel was still playing, and Esme was this whole thing is like, yeah, we can't do it for them. We have to enhance their voice, speak up with
Yeah.
them, and Esme's in here and she's like, oh, we have this whole thing wrong. I 100% do not I side with them, but I do not belong in here. And
Yeah, I'm getting that too a lot.
She's
Like as much as we should do everything we can to help, we are so oh god, this is kind of wrong almost on some level. Like
she's
wait, what do you
she's
guys
100%.
like this is
Yeah.
this is
She's
We
100%
are-
aware of her mortal being.
yeah, like we're
Like
Ah,
we are
her
the
physical
direct
fleshiness.
descendants of the people who genocided and enslaved their people. Like it feels it just feels wrong.
Like Esme's entire backstory amounts to my father helped pay to
Yeah.
build these things, but he didn't. But he did. She does not understand anything about her own life, and also does not understand what place she could feasibly have here.
But even if you hadn't anything to do
It's
with
very
do
interesting.
directly with the Warforged, the fact that we are just flesh is damning in itself, really. Oh god, this is not
Must
fun.
be real awkward for you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Isadora's like, I'm gonna live forever. That was good, guys. Well
No, but
done.
I get what you
It's
mean.
horrible
Yeah.
and uncomfortable, and I hate it.
Cool, good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Oh, that
game,
was a
though.
fantastic session. Well done, Darren.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll stop the stream now.
I'm glad that everyone can sit there and be like, oh god,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
all immortal.
Right, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Bye bye.
Night stream.